Amid signs of moderate progress in Syria, peace talks are
shocked Palestinian society.
Demonstrators refuse to leave the barricades, saying it's
whatever souvenirs.
You can see they're covering themselves with
victims of flight MH17.
recount the horrors they saw.
We've been covering the Israel-Gaza flare-up, and now what's happened is that things are a bit quieter. So I've been on standby to go to Ukraine for about a month and a half now. So the call came through 2 days ago to get ready and go. Now 2 days is normally a lot of time, but it was the weekend here, so it was absolutely no time because everything's closed and a million things to organize, and simply there's never enough time to organize everything. So the situation in Ukraine is extremely tense at the moment. We're going to fly into Dnipropetrovsk, which is in the east, and then we were planning to catch a train so that we could go as far as we can to Donetsk. Donetsk is the focal point of the fighting right now. And then this morning we heard that the station we were going to go get off at just before Dnipropetrovsk was bombed. So even that's not an option. So we're trying to get a driver to pick us up from the train station at Dnipropetrovsk, and from there we will maybe, because it's a big question mark, make the car journey. So a little bit unsure. All we know at this stage is that we have a flight to catch, but what we're actually going to do on the other side and whether or not the airport's going to be open is a big mystery. But I guess that's a part of the story. Just going to get the bags and everything. We always have too much luggage. It doesn't matter how light you try to travel, you always have too much luggage. Now, you have to look at this, okay? This is my suitcase. Yuri, where's your bag?
Mine's smaller, huh?
Yours is and mine for the same period of time.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to be the one who's going to run out of clothes. For sure. We should have everything, guys. Okay, I just want to... You're dressed in shorts and I'm about to put on a jersey. Like, is it hot or is it cold, or are you sick, or am I normal?
It's cold, but I love this weather.
Okay, I know, I also prefer it, but I didn't bring any winter clothes. Did you bring winter clothes?
I brought one sweatshirt.
All right, so here we are. We're in Dnipropetrovsk. We flew in about 3-4 hours ago. I think we're a bit tired, but we'll check out, and at least finally we're here. Now, the next big question is whether or not we make it to Donetsk, which of course is our final destination. Do you carry my bag?
The car is
Oh, I thought you said that it's usual that you carry my bag. No. You're just doing this for the camera. I mean, like, I make it seem as if this happens every time. Thank you. But you could actually wheel it. That's why these bags have wheels.
It's faster and I don't break you. Юля! Он хочет назад, и чтобы мы проехали вверх. Он хочет, чтобы мы проехали, чтобы мы типа уехали.
What's dinner?
No difference. Dinner, it's rebels.
Okay. Now, when we get to Ukrainian army, what do we say?
We're journalists, we're foreigners.
Because we're coming from Israel, we have Israeli press cards.
Yeah.
So if they
Is it better to show Israeli?
Of course.
So when we do the Ukrainian, we'll say we're Israeli, and when we cross over onto the other side, we'll just say we're RT.
Yeah.
We have press cards for both. But I need you to tell us who is who. I'm not particularly proud of the fact that we don't always tell the truth about who we are, but it's actually a question of security. If I actually had to say we're RT and we were right in the hands of the Ukrainian military, we'd be deported straight away. So try not to lie, but I am from South Africa, so I can show my South African passport and I can say I'm a journalist from South Africa. It's true. So hope that they don't ask for too many questions and get through on that basis. I don't know how you feel, Yuri. It doesn't make me feel thrilled to kind of hint that I'm from another organization, but seriously, what is the alternative? And there's moments when your life is at risk, and then that uncomfortable feeling goes, because all you really want in that moment is actually to survive. Well, this is Pablo. We go back a whole 3 hours. I don't know anything about you.
What do you want to hear?
Okay, so I know you've worked with many other teams before.
Yeah.
So can you turn off the microphone?
I know you've worked with other journalists before. Is media your profession, or you?
No, actually, my profession is teacher of French.
But of course, that was my next guess. Is the situation with water really bad at the moment in Donetsk?
I heard it so, yes. You can buy water, but probably a little higher price, but just regular one, they stopped from 9 p.m. yesterday.
Why? Why is the situation bad?
Because the water pump or the water station was destroyed yesterday.
But like to have a shower in that, it's possible?
I think that hotels still have some water, yeah. Because they fixed some buildings, but some of them in Donetsk still stand without it.
Well, it's been a long and nerve-wracking trip, but finally we've made it here safely to Donetsk. Now our work can begin. One of the stories they want is good pictures of people without water.
People get some water from the park.
Is it, what park is it? It's just
Park Sherbakova Park. It was the main park of the city.
what's it called?
Sherbakova.
Water station was shelled. I don't know from which side, but it's broken now, and the city cannot get water from the main water station. That's why there is no water in the houses.
Do we need to ask to film, or it's okay? Don't.
Nobody wants to film it.
They don't want us to shoot the place because it's recognizable, and people they will get hurt.
I understand, but we still need something.
It's dangerous to stay here because he also already prevented us to go. It's better.
Yeah, and in the end, he did it nicely.
I'm prepared to risk things, but if it's an important risk, but not for something like this. Is it somewhere where we can get like an old person sitting in an apartment? Okay, let's go. There's 2 days left for water in the hotel. Now the toilets already stopped working. I'm not looking forward to going back to my room. And we have water for 2 more days.
If you don't have water, what do you do?
Yeah.
You're doing it like
You cannot go to the toilet, you cannot prepare the food.
You do it like it's been done before. You're going and live near the river,
But
near the Nilus.
But it's dangerous right now to live near the river in a tent. You know, that's why they.
Why is it dangerous?
Because they can be under the shelling and they can.
Who's shelling the river?
This park was shelled 2 weeks ago.
Here it is. No?
No.
Oh, I think that woman will talk to us. She will scream at us, but still screaming and talking to.
Paula.
Can we? It's so late. Вот она, мы. Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте, здравствуйте.
А вы?
Знакомая меня Полина зовут. В подъезде света нету.
Спасибо.
А дочь, у нее квартира в городе там.
Я по уходу за инвалидом первой группы.
I don't know what she's saying.
And she needs money, and nobody gives her money, and she's going and collecting from streets food, and asking people for money, and nobody gives it to her.
Я иду аналгин сейчас ищу. Таблетку аналгин хотя бы купить.
And then who are those people?
Those people are waiting for water. This is what was
Yes,
missing
but
from
hang
the
on.
store.
It's no use just when is the water
Вот
coming?
сегодня.
Когда приходит вода?
Ну, сейчас должны.
Now it's supposed to come the water now.
Okay.
Я не знаю.
Возьмите, а завтра мы придем. Хоть
Пожалуйста.
возьмите, хоть это.
Спасибо.
Да.
No, that's okay.
А если нормально, мы завтра с вами встретимся.
Да.
Спасибо.
Я благодарна.
I mean, that was a lady just walking down the road who wanted to talk to us. And it could be a really, really nice story with a woman looking after her invalid father and walking around getting donations, begging people because she wants to buy him medicine. These stories are so sad. Everybody has a story.
Спасибо. Купила.
Алла, здоровья, пожалуйста.
Да, нет.
Мы вам позвоним
Я
завтра.
купила. Это не те, но крутее эти есть.
Арти, а что дай?
Спасибо.
До завтра. Спасибо вам.
И он?
That feels really awful. I gave her 50 grivnas, which I watch. You can get a stick of chewing gum, and she came to show us that she bought pills for her father. Oh, that feels awful. I don't like being in a position that I'm so much wealthier than another person. It's horrible.
You are much wealthier than a lot of people.
The other thing is, one of the first things I was trained in was that you're not in the story, you report the story. And if I had to give money to everybody we interview who asks us for money, you cross the line. My editor said you don't do things like that. You're never part of the story. Okay, the question is, how are you coping without water?
Can I do it?
Yes. Yeah, you'll do it handheld. Box do handheld. How are you coping without water?
Скажите, а как вы обходитесь без воды?
Да как обходишь? За углы бегаем.
Okay, спасибо большое.
Wait. What did he say?
I'm going around, running outside to piss outside and drinking milk if they can buy it. And what can they do? And maybe they will catch some fish in the river. If the fish are living, so it means that the water is okay.
Let's do 2 more people. Can you? I'm coming to. I was camera right, so I need to be camera left.
Camera left? No, you're exactly point. Now you need to be this.
No, I was there. I'm sure it was on the right.
You were standing here. I was shooting like this.
It's time to call it a day. All right, I'll whisper the questions in your ear. Okay, so I'll tell you. Just stand close to Yuri, like that way, and then hold the microphone there. We want to just ask her, are you afraid that it will get much worse?
She said we are not going to leave the city because we don't have enough money and we're going to be here up to the end.
Okay, let's get one more. I need one more vox pop. For vox pop? Well, I don't remember it exactly in Latin, but it is Latin for voice of the people. So it's generally just getting the comment of what people on the streets think. It's supposed to be like the average voice. Hi. Are you afraid the situation will get even worse?
She don't think so. She thinks that it will be good soon.
It's nice that she's optimistic. Thank you.
Where? Show me.
Russia Today. Okay. Ruska Kanalska Bangiskum. Yeah. We have the story. It's just a question of the next story. The job is never done. All right, so let's go.
Donetsk used to be a bustling city of 1 million people, but that's changed since government troops launched their offensive just under a month ago.
Donetsk is quickly becoming a city without water, electricity, jobs, and people.
Since Sunday, water pipes have run dry. Queues like this are becoming commonplace as city authorities do what they can to bring in supplies.
You can't go to the toilet, you have nothing to drink, so at least I will have water for the toilet.
All the reasonable people are afraid. Every day we expect the worst.
Paulina Krasnoperova feels the same. The 81-year-old pensioner has nowhere else to go, and so she's filling up every pot and bucket she owns with water. Like others who've chosen to remain in the city, she's digging in for the long haul. Paula Slier, RT, Donetsk, Eastern Ukraine.
I don't really have a goal. It's more just to go out into the field with the guys and to see what it's like on the front line. we stopped at a checkpoint.
Oh, by the way, Paula, if you see cars without plates, it's them. All around the city.
Okay, so there's some gates here. They're calling us to park over, and I think we're probably going to have to stop filming because we're entering some kind of base.
If they will see you're shooting, we have problems.
Oh, yeah.
There's always like that little bit of apprehension. Like I really want to get something good because in theory we're going to the front line. So I want us to go to the front line and get something good. But I mean, I'd be lying if I said I don't get a little bit nervous. Who are we waiting for?
For us to car to come and take us. We don't know. It's like it's more abstract.
Actually, the guy is waiting for that too.
Who did you speak with? Alan?
Alan. He is a commander of first stop.
Maybe he's a
Can't we just go and meet a car somewhere? I know he doesn't want us to come and see where they are, but like maybe it'll just speed things up if we meet them halfway or something.
10 more minutes. He said 10 more minutes, and we go. I said maybe they should go by themselves. He said it's challenge right now. I'm not advising. Let them go with us.
Okay.
Okay, it's better. We can shoot from the car and everything.
You're gonna be inside military car, you know?
Yeah, it's worse. Yeah, but it's always the question of when you go with the soldiers. Now we become a soldier because we're inside one of their cars. We become a legitimate target.
But
at least the car offers more protection than traveling in something like this.
Other channels will not have this.
No, for sure. No, I know. It's because we're Russia today. No, I want this story. So can we come in the car? Can we follow in the car or something?
Скажите, а не могут на своей машине ехать? За вами? Да? Можно за вами? Можно за вами? Отлично.
What?
We can follow by our car.
Okay.
What do you think?
I wouldn't mind you in the car to take some visuals. I'm sorry, but they've only got space for 2. You're going to follow us. It's the best we can do. Okay. Yuri, I'm going to come in the car as well. We're at a bread factory, so what they were saying in the car is that we're coming here to pick up some bread, and all the people in the town that we're going to, whose name I also can't pronounce, Yasinovata, are under siege. So they're going to organize that the bread gets there, and then we're going to go and distribute bread. So it actually will be a little bit of a different story. But I mean, we're on the front line in the sense that this is where the shelling's happening. Okay, I need something.
Can you take it, please?
В любых. Причем больше всего платят за журналистов в Russia Today. Алло.
Sorry, Paula. You think something important.
What's that? Open the window.
It's okay. It's okay.
Надо пусть хорваты в комментарии, да, чем я лучше.
My name is Paula.
Alan.
Hi, Alan. Spasiba.
Не за что. Okay.
If we're going to die together, we might as well know each other's names.
Huh?
Okay, you're going to film me walking with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Сейчас, секунду.
We are now walking into the bread factory where there's around 30 tons of flour that the guys are going to pick up. Oh shit, there's so many journalists here. It's a bit of a bugger that we've got so many other journalists here. I mean, it kind of takes exclusivity away from the story. But in the car, he was saying, and I was writing it down, that $100,000 if they can hand in the head of a Russia Today journalist. Now that is a good soundbite, but it's not a good thing to know. And then I asked Yuri to ask him, how does he feel knowing that he's got Russia Today journalists in the car? And he said, to die with the Russia Today journalists is wonderful. So at that point, I thought perhaps I should introduce myself and at least learn each other's names.
В 21 веке люди с голоду помирают, понимаете?
поясиноватая, мы победили и не допустим в дальнейшем.
Международный канал. Скажите, а как вас зовут?
Виктор.
Виктор.
Спасибо.
Да, на здоровье.
Let's see if this lady will talk to us.
Количество у нас идет большое количество дорожки идет, потому что город голодает, хлеба нет. Соответственно, мы стараемся, чтобы все было вовремя и своечасно.
Пожалуйста, сказать то же самое.
Хорошо.
Okay, what am I writing?
They made 4,500 breads.
Okay, so they started at 12 o'clock at night. They started at 12 o'clock at night, and I'm just working out what my next link is. They started at 12 o'clock at night, and the time now is 11:30. So it's exactly 11 and a half hours. So for 11 and a half hours, I'm going to say something like for 11 and a half hours they were making bread. I'm curious who pays for this. Ask him who pays for all the bread.
What?
Who pays for the bread?
They collected money, I don't know, it's DNA. Okay. They did it for free.
They cook it for free?
The factory.
Really?
Yeah.
The story's coming together, I think. Now we just need some action and not just a story on bread.
Чтобы быстрее эта война закончилась, долбаная.
Может, просто нет смотреть.
Долбаная война что-то закончилась.
Can she say that all together? That it means very much to me.
Все, Наташа, спасибо большое.
Спасибо.
She's about to start crying.
Yeah.
Well, we should have stayed. All right, I need the fixer. Where is he hiding in the car? Pasha, hi, where are you? Yes, please can you come here? I need some translation, and also can you bring the microphone on the back seat?
ВКонтакте есть. Подожди, так добавь мне, пожалуйста.
This is a bonding moment, you see. We're in a war zone, but they're sharing Facebook details. We're leaving. I don't know how we're leaving if we haven't finished loading the trucks, but we're leaving. Okay, let's go. All right, so we're driving off. Unfortunately, you can't come with us in the car because we're a little bit tight. I don't even know if I can fit in the car. Okay, but this is not a time for making jokes.
Yeah, let's
it's
go.
quite a serious moment.
Let's go.
Okay, we can go. Поехали, поехали. Okay, I've got a case study. Come, can you come quickly? You read this woman.
В подвале сплю. Вот так. Ой, боже мой. Я одна живу. Ой, мне плохо.
She feels bad. She needs some pills.
What did she say? She feels bad. She needs pills. She lives alone. Her son died.
She's still on one side.
Okay.
Another one in Russia, but she cannot get the
Okay, so that's good.
Вот давление мне надо.
the pressure. I need
You got enough shots here? Okay, хорошо.
Здесь время.
Time.
It was a good day. We got a story, a little bit different to what I kind of imagined. Don't know what I imagined, but somehow thought we'd be on the front line with the guys firing guns on either side of us. But we still have a good story. We have them distributing aid in an area that's under attack. Everybody waves at us, so we like wave as we leave. I'm happy with the story, but I have to be honest, it's going to involve a lot of editing.
The Ukrainian army's attacks in eastern Ukraine are unceasing. Russian humanitarian aid is being distributed in Lugansk with anti-government forces. Here's RT's Paula Slier.
These men have seen some of the worst fighting in this conflict, But there's one thing they find even worse.
Kyiv is trying to destroy the local population, their own people basically.
Those who survived Kiev's onslaught are slowly starving. For 4 long weeks, residents of Yasinovata have been without food and water. The only way in or out is surrounded by heavy artillery. It's now fallen on the anti-government fighters to make sure cities under siege get supplies. Our first stop is this bread factory.
They've been baking this bread for the last 12 hours, 4,500 loaves.
Everybody knows that this is for humanitarian purposes, for hungry people. Look at our bread, it's perfect.
But it's not so pretty driving into Yasinovata, where some of the fiercest fighting is taking place. Word quickly spreads that help's arrived. Those who haven't fled the town risk the thunder of shelling to come quickly and take what they can. But for now, with the emergency supplies still reaching the city, at least there is momentary relief for the people who refuse to be driven out. Paula Slier, RT, Yasinovata, Eastern Ukraine.
Just trying to catch up on what's happening. Still don't know what story we're going to do today. There's a couple of ideas, but waiting for a couple of guys to get back to us and say whether we can come with him today or not. All right, so I'm just kind of checking a couple of sites. Not quite sure what we're going to do. I hope we get a story today. I mean, it's already 9:30 and we're still at the hotel. So far it's been a productive work trip for us. Moscow hasn't used too many of our stories out on air. They're saving them for next week because at the moment they're using a lot of Masha stories and the focus is on the humanitarian convoy. But I would say we're managing to work. We're getting around. The city's a lot quieter, a lot quieter than I thought it would be. And there has been artillery firing. I actually got a phone call this morning from someone I know asking if we were okay, that his apartment, or right next to his apartment, was hit overnight. So I might still have this false sense of security. It might be a little bit more dangerous than I realize. Last night there was artillery firing. There was also the night before. I do something silly. I hear it coming. Of course, I have no idea where it's coming from, and I kind of sleep on the part of the bed that's furthest away from the window, because I think if the window's going to smash, let me at least not have glass going all over me. Now, I know that that's really not logical, but it helps me fall asleep a little bit quicker.
Please turn on Wi-Fi here or whatever.
It is on. The plan is we'll meet a taxi driver who doesn't speak a word of English. He will drive us off into the shelling, and we'll see what we get.
Good. That's good.
Hi, I'm Paula.
Yeah, hold a second. We finally discovered the way to work here.
You know, we don't know for sure that this is the right way to work, but let's just catch a cab, and I'm going to switch me on, because you never know what's going to happen. Are we okay for batteries?
Yeah, I have a lot with me.
All right, so I'll sit in the front. Are you ready to film in the back? Ask him where the shelling is happening at the moment.
He told me already. He's
what
taking
did he
us
say?
some place. I don't know.
Does he want a jacket? Tell him we have spare jackets if he wants one. We can get another jacket that can go missing.
Хочешь бронежилет для себя, скажи ему. Yeah, he doesn't want him. He's the real man, though.
Fine. Well, this real woman is still putting on a jacket.
Sure.
Okay, Yuri, help me, because yesterday this jacket was bloody uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is. No. This is not the right side. This is the back.
Are you sure? But then look at this. This is. All right, let's try.
You want to turn it around?
Okay. Help me.
I'm help.
No, I promise you, it's now back to front. But anyway, it feels better. So just tell me if it's going to look like it's back to front.
No.
Yuri, where are we going? I'm not sure anything.
That we're shelling today.
What's the name?
The Kalinina Street. It's a hospital.
So we're going to go off to Kalinga Street, where there's been shelling near the hospital, and see what we can get there. I'm not quite sure what the story is, but it's not like I haven't been in this position before, where we go off to do something and we have no idea what we're going to get.
Like every day.
Today is Ukraine Independence Day. That's why it could be a potential hotspot. Donetsk is being closed in, and there has been more and more shelling. There were something like 40 people who were killed in the past week, and overnight there's been massive bombardments in some of the neighborhoods and residential areas.
Oh, here it is.
Here is where... Is this the hospital?
Yeah, let's get out. Oh, yeah, nice.
I'm just too lazy to take this jacket off, so I'll just walk around with it on. So, Yuri, this was a school. No, what was this, a school or a hospital?
This is hospital. Больница, да?
14 отделение, здесь реанимация еще какой-то.
People here keep saying that they're intentionally aiming for residential areas and soft targets, but I've no way of knowing if that's true or not. I mean, they're hitting a lot of soft targets, but it would seem strange that they're aiming intentionally for a hospital.
Да.
Аккредитация.
Конечно, имеется.
Как хорошая,
Да. Аккредитация вот. Вот. До.
Работайте.
Удачи вам.
Спасибо. Удачи. I don't even take my accreditation out. I just say Russia Today.
You don't look like Ukrainian, though.
Yeah, but I also don't look Russia Today.
He said to me, a good channel you have there.
I'm telling you, everybody's heard of Russia
Также
Today.
мимо проезжаем, да?
Where are we going now?
We're going to Petrovsky.
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 Is that the name of the area?
район. This is like a side of Donetsk. Это же Петровский, это район Донецка, правильно? Да, да, да.
Is it in Donetsk?
Yeah, but it's like in the periphery of Donetsk.
And they're shelling now?
Yes, it's like, you know, it will be nice if they will be shelling when we come.
Right. There's some smoke over here. Are we approaching near where we're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Справа, Юра.
Not so sure, guys, that this is clever.
Okay, it was your idea.
I know. Okay, let's...
You want to turn around?
I think so.
Yes or no?
Let's just get the guys here. Are there any fighters here? No, I'm not sure we're being clever because stuff is being hit right here. And anyway, I want to speak to these guys, see if we get something from them. No, I'm not sure this is clever. Just ask him, are they firing here right now? Like, when did all of this happen?
Вон, ты видишь, горит.
This is from now. This is from now.
Да, по времени, когда стреляли последний раз? Не слышал, я просто позже пришел. Вот, только недавно. Только отъехала машина.
Можешь, пожалуйста, Саш, остаться? Саш, остаться у машины здесь.
Хорошо, я здесь. Все, не переживай.
Let's go, Paul.
Well, let's first get this guy. Yuri, let's ask this. Yuri, get this guy for me on camera.
He doesn't know anything, you just ask him.
The problem with this is that it's not worth risking our lives for a story that I don't know what the story's about. A couple of damage that we have already from other visuals.
Yeah, it is scary. Feel the smell in there? Yeah. The smell of death, Paul. Now you put me to death.
I'm happier coming to these places when we're with the fighters. This way we're like just idiots driving into a place we don't know.
I just want to go to a place that is shelled right now. I don't remember who told me that this morning.
You don't have to always listen to me.
Yeah, we don't. Let's go, Paula. Let's go.
Yuri,
Yeah.
Yuri, there's some nice visuals here.
Yeah,
like
there
food
is.
here and everything.
But
hey?
this house is burning right now.
Yuri, let's just touch base. If we see something, where are you going to run to?
To my car. To my driver.
No, seriously. Let's just like have a...
I'm falling on the ground.
Let's have a reality check.
You want a reality check? Yeah, it's war here, Paula. It's a reality check.
I'm not feeling good about this one. Like, we don't have a story that we're doing here. It's not like we've come specially to do something. Except there are some fighters there. Maybe we could go and talk to them. They're saying no. Yuri, what are the guys there saying?
There are soldiers there. I think we're gonna have problems. What? What guy?
No, because it might be nice to go to the guys and talk to them.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go.
Let's go and... I don't know if it's clever to be on this part.
I don't know, what you want to be in? I think I want to be on my home part. Park-in part at least. Not a good part. All those stones that have been flying.
We should be doing this as an as live. You haven't actually recorded one bit of an as live.
We can do it as live and send them. It's the easiest.
Oh my God, I don't like this. Just introduce ourselves, Russia.
Yeah. Добрый день, ребят. Мы из канала Russia Today.
Можно документы, отойдите
Да.
от переулка.
They're saying we're gonna be shelling some. Из одного канала.
Скажи Russia Today. Ваши цели.
Ask him what's happening.
Вы не снимайтесь.
Не, мы хотим посмотреть, у вас там дом горит.
Ну, дом горит на той улице, вы там тогда его и снимаете. Здесь не надо снимать ничего.
Не, вас не снимаем, мы солдат вообще не снимаем, в принципе. Не нужно никому знать, где вы находитесь и чем вы занимаетесь. Мы просто хотим видеть, что где падает страдающих людей.
Падать будет очень скоро.
Да?
Да.
He says that very, very soon it's gonna be like sharing. А где вы прячетесь, когда вы
Can
падаете?
he say that on camera? Can we just ask him this on camera?
No. He says like nobody will film you.
Въезд в зону боевых действий. Если нет, то отправляй их назад.
Окей, нет проблем.
Есть?
Нету.
What did he say?
We don't have the permission to be here.
All right.
Все, спасибо вам большое. До свидания.
Okay, still for me walking away. Just tell them you're getting me.
Вас не снимают.
It's not you.
Ты ничего не снимай.
Окей, doesn't want us to film anything. Окей, без проблем.
Okay, when we don't see them, let's film.
Huh?
Well, there's a good reason not to be here.
Yeah, let's go. Like this is, we could do much better than this. It all looks the same. Like near the hotel.
Okay, film me.
No.
Let's
not provoke those people. No, you want the gun at you?
We don't have permission for filming here, or they don't know?
No, we don't have permission to film in the area of fighting. That's what I told you. Let's go to SBU and take our permission. If we had it, they would leave us alone.
I doubt it.
No, that's what he told me.
I doubt it.
No.
I promise you, Yuri, there's no way that organized.
Listen, his commander told him by radio. And
I know.
Just a second. His commander.
Just take visuals.
His commander.
Let's not have this argument.
Stop! It's
Yuri,
not argument.
Please just take visuals so we can get out of here.
No. I have enough visual.
You don't. You have
I
like
do.
3 shots.
I do. Why don't you listen to me?
Because I'm telling you.
I understand Russian. You told him
I
if they
know
have a
what he
permission
told,
from
and
SBU.
I'm telling you that they don't know in those 2 minutes whether or not we have the permission from SBU.
He just told him, the commander.
All right,
if you
please
have
will you
the
just take
permission,
visuals, Yuri?
You can film whatever you want.
Okay, great.
I'm not
Will you
filming
just
where
take-
they're watching. Sorry.
Can you film now?
Yes. I'm just translating.
Good.
Just
Just translate and film, and then I'll do it as live.
No.
Yes, Yuri, they've gone.
I'm not doing it in
Yuri,
front of
they've
soldiers.
gone.
Fire me now.
Yuri, stop
I'm not
it.
joking.
Yuri, they've gone. They're not even there. So would you kindly just do it? I'm standing here.
Oh, they're watching us.
Yuri, they're not. I'll take responsibility for
Let's
this,
do
okay?
it here.
And don't start that
I'm
fire
taking
me now. That's not clever when we're in the middle of a war zone to start talking like
Because
that.
when I'm telling you,
No,
people film
I am
us.
telling you right
What?
now as
No.
well. Yuri,
Soldiers telling me
please
not to
just
film, I'm
film the
filming.
as live, okay? I don't need too much of your input. Just film the as
It's
live.
not input.
Just film the as live. It's not clever that you're behaving like this. We're here in Petrovsky where, as you can see, there has been recent shelling. Just over here, there's some smoke where a house has been hit. Now, if we walk in here, you can actually see that what was part of a market, I think, has been destroyed. I mean, the windows are blown away, and you can see a lot of the merchandise on the ground. The scary part about being here right now is that you can actually smell in the air this burning, and that's what's making the whole thing so scary. We've been asked to move away, that we don't actually have permission to be in this part. We're on the outskirts of Donetsk. There is shelling happening right now. This place is completely deserted, aside from a few anti-government fighters that we've witnessed. I think he's scared, and I'm scared as well. It's not clever. We both have our tensions running. I need to listen to him because he's understanding what the soldiers are saying. So I'll apologize to him and say that next time if they say don't film. It's just that I don't know if he's just scared and he doesn't want to film, or if the soldiers really are saying that. But you have to trust your cameraman, so it's my mistake. Pasha, do we have any information? What do we know? Just that a chemical factory was hit.
Just information, it's been shelling there. It's some tracks of mines on the ground, and it's tight situation there, and we're going to check.
A chemical factory was hit in Makivka, and that is about 20 kilometers outside of Donetsk. So we're going there. It's not clear if we'll be able to get to the factory or actually even into the city, because we're hearing that there's shelling in the vicinity. So the idea is just to go and see how close we can get. Moscow's got some video, from what I understand. So we'll have some video. See.
Just taking
so at some point,
post-explosion soundbite.
Well, hopefully it's post and not during. Yuri, it's like it can be as straightforward as live, hey? A little bit like yesterday. Go there, see something. So as soon as we start getting closer, mic me.
Yeah.
And at some point we'll decide when to put on the jackets. Okay.
I think we will stop like 5 kilometers before we will put jackets already, because I don't think we will have time to deal with that later.
Yuri, it's a nice shot to get the guy just putting TV on the car. Just do it from a low angle. Just get him from a low angle doing that. We're on our way to Makivka, which is about 25 kilometers outside of Donetsk. And we just came through a anti-government checkpoint, and they said that we should put TV on our vans. It'll, on the one hand, stop them having to stop us every time to check who we are, and hopefully it'll be a little bit safer. I always find it a difficult call, because on the one hand, it maybe is safer, but on the other hand, you draw attention to yourself, because it's obvious now that we're filming crew. So maybe start on him and then come to me and I'll walk in. Okay, tell me when you're ready.
Go.
We're making our way to Makivka, which is around 25 kilometers outside of the city of Donetsk. Now, there is a chemical factory there that has just been shelled. So we're going to go and see what the situation is like.
Okay, this one is nice.
Okay, we know that a chemical factory has been shelled in the city of Makivka. We know the name of the street, so we're making our way there. It's one of Ukraine's largest factories of coal and chemical products. What we're being told is that 3 mortars exploded in the vicinity of the building, that there was a massive fire. Firefighters are there. I'm not quite sure what we're going to see when we get there.
One guy with France Press said that he just been there. He advised us not to go there.
Okay, let's still go, and we'll just see what we see closer to the place, okay?
Always turn around.
No, едем туда. Go there. Едем. Оно нам надо.
Что здесь происходит?
Там магазин.
This is the factory?
Это не тот завод, да?
This is a shop. This is some shelter. We cannot go there because it's shelling now. We cannot go
go where? Where is the factory actually?
We have to go on the left, but it's front line. Now, have you heard the shelling?
But what do you mean front line? Like, what will we see there?
Huh?
What's front line? Are there fighters there?
Line, yeah.
So maybe take us to where the fighters are. If you want to, you can leave us there, and then you guys come back here, and then we'll just stay in touch on the phone.
But it's there. It's on the left side, and it's there.
Well, you're whispering. They can hear us. Okay.
Can you take us closer, and we'll get off the van and we'll go.
Without that military accreditation, you can have a problem.
I know, but we'll take a chance. Where's the Russia Today mic?
Here.
Where?
It's me.
Bring it so that we have the Russia Today logo at least. And make sure you have on you your RT accreditation.
I always have my RT press card.
And that letter that we got from the office, eh?
Yeah. So here's the mic.
Keep the mic somewhere on your body so that they see it. Can you just put it maybe through here or something?
Oh, this is nice. I want to shoot this.
What's going on?
They said many DNR cars went there and they staying alongside the road, and it's better not to go there because they shell somewhere and they expecting shelling back. And so.
All right, let's have a discussion. What do you guys want to do? Yuri, what do you want to do?
I'm with you.
I can take this. Can you guys take us closer and leave us there? And then we'll phone you and you'll come back and fetch us.
I'm gonna ask what the distance between here.
Скажи, пожалуйста,
какая дистанция от этих машин у нас? She said it's not so far.
Will you guys take us a little bit closer?
A little bit. Yeah, he can take you closer. I don't think you like really need me there, or maybe can I stay?
No, not
yeah,
a problem.
you can stay here.
Yeah, it's
Not a problem.
Смотри, сказали 5 минут туда ехать, там
Смотри, они нас остановят не пустят, мы развернем. Yeah, you want to jump first?
Yeah.
Okay,
So I can start talking as we jump, all right?
Pasha.
It's really hard with Pasha being so frightened because it's hard to know if it's real.
Yeah, tell me
what's
about
the
it.
reality and what's
and
not
this is
the reality.
contagious.
I know, but I mean, how realistic is he? And you know, we're outsiders, but I don't want to feed into his fear, and it makes me nervous when
I'm
he's so
saying that
nervous.
our walk is dangerous as it is.
It's a bit tense because we're approaching, or potentially approaching, the factory that was shelled in the morning, and our fixer Pasha has chosen not to come with us any further because he's afraid. I can't say that I'm completely relaxed. I'm a little bit concerned that suddenly we might come under a shell or some kind of fire, but the driver seems a little bit more calm, so I'm going to go with him, and the brief to him is that if he feels any kind of danger, just to turn the car around and go.
Okay, don't touch any metal things in the car because there are cables on the ground from electricity. I think this is the factory in front, not this one, but this one from the left.
If anybody stops us now, you're filming, okay?
Yeah, okay.
From this moment on, everything's on camera.
I'm filming.
Well, this is one of Ukraine's largest chemical and coal factories in the city of Makiivka. Things seem very, very quiet. There's some people over there. Can we go and talk to those guys? How do you say hello? Zdrastia.
Zdrastia.
You're supposed to be following me. And just keep the camera rolling. Zdrastia. Russia Today. Канал Выска, канал по-английски. What actually happened here?
Одну секунду, я извиняюсь. Да, Палыч. Да, звонил Палыч. Перезвони мне через 3 минуты. Здесь пресса приехала. Это. Хорошо? Откуда вы пресса? Скажите, пожалуйста.
Russia Today.
Russia Today. Я снимают.
You can actually still smell some kind of burning on the... I should look in the camera. You can actually still smell some kind of burning on the ground. Here you can definitely see some of the damage. If we can just go over here for a moment.
Damage again?
Yeah.
I want to do it much closer to the damage.
Okay.
And no, other way.
Okay, you need to be panning between me and the... Okay.
Okay. And go.
This is one of the largest factories in Ukraine for coal and chemical products. And as you can see, in the last few hours, it has come under shelling. Here, part of the building has been damaged. You can actually still smell in the air this smell of burning. So this is all very, very fresh. If we move along over here, where there's shattered glass on the ground, and here you can see where all the windows have been blown out. It's almost a game of Russian roulette because there is firing from within here, outside the city, and there's also the constant fear that at any moment now the Ukrainian military will shell again. So we're taking a bit of a chance in terms of trying to see what's going on here. Completely quiet. There's absolutely nobody around. It's a bit of a bizarre feeling. Mary, you have to get off me and you have to go between me and them. Okay. Now let's do this guy.
Let's see. Well, here's someone who seems to be from the factory. Здравствуйте. What happened?
Что произошло?
В смысле?
Что здесь произошло?
А что, не видно или что? Ребята, что вы как маленькие? Видишь, в храм попало.
Has anybody been injured?
Я не понимаю.
А что, кто-нибудь был ранен здесь?
Нет. Слава Богу, никто.
From even my saying that.
Богом давайте-то.
Езжайте пока тихо.
Да, пока тихо, давайте, с Богом, ребята.
Назад 15 только было, и все, загремело так. Поэтому неизвестно сколько.
All right, they're telling us that we need to go. There are reports also that at least 3 mortars landed in the nearby vicinity. So we'll get into the car and we'll drive around the area and try and see where people are, because it's just deadly quiet here. So it begs the question, where are the pro-Russian fighters who are supposed to be protecting this area? No, but Yuri, I feel we're not like in sync. Are you
Of course, I can't run after you in this speed.
No, but are you
no
getting
way.
me and going there?
You have to stop the guy, something.
Okay.
I can't run like this.
But we need to keep it more natural. All right, let's go and
This
get
is
some.
natural. Like, think about me too.
What did that guy say? Anything?
He was annoyed. He says, like, what? You tell him, what's happened here? You say, what, you blind? Don't you see what's happened here?
We were receiving reports that people here were afraid that there could be some kind of Chernobyl, but the fact is that we don't even see any people here. If you look over there, you can see already windows that have been boarded up. Maybe we can... Let's stop these guys. Okay, film. All right, we've managed to find some people here. Let's see if anybody can give us a better idea of what actually happened. There, you can hear the sound of shelling again. Здравствуйте. What's happening in the last 15 minutes?
Ой, скажите, что происходит последние 15 минут?
Да, грохочет кругом, стреляет туда на Черемушки, на...
Where is she going now?
Куда вы сейчас идете?
Бежим в центр города хотя бы, потому что здесь находиться вообще невозможно. Очень страшно. О, видишь, Паш?
Яй.
Стреляем.
Нет, как? Скажите, а попали по химическим заводам, что это значит? А вот вы не знаете?
Это у фашистов. Командировал президент.
More and more people are leaving the city, and in the few sentences that they give us before they go, they say that they cannot wait to get out. Basically, this is a city that's fleeing. We are catching people as they run to the whatever public transport is leaving the city. Everybody's really, really frightened, thinking that there's going to be more shelling coming any moment now. So that's a nice element to add to the story. But I wish we could see more of actually the factory up in flames. I don't think the factory went up in flames.
I think there were some smoke there, like the black smoke that we saw.
People in eastern Ukraine remain under a barrage of shells launched by government forces. Kiev says it's targeting rebel fighters, but residential areas, they're the ones that continue to get hammered. And in one of the very latest attacks, a large chemical plant employing 3,000 people came under fire. And it's not the first time it's been hit by army shelling, as our correspondent Paula Sleer found out when she went to the site.
The Ukrainian army is closing in on the city of Donetsk, which is the heartbeat of the anti-government fighters. This is Makiivka, some 25 kilometers away. 2 chemical plants came under attack, bringing the war to a new level. Fire raged in the Donetsk region, not far from the deadly sites. We're at one of the largest factories in Ukraine of chemicals and coal. And as you can see, in the last few hours, it has come under shelling. Here, part of the building has been damaged. You can actually still smell in the air this smell of burning. So there is firing from within here, outside the city, and there's also the constant fear that at any moment now the Ukrainian military will shell again.
We are trying at least to get to the center of Donetsk, because here it is too dangerous.
But others fear another Chernobyl could be on the horizon. The Donetsk region has nearly 4,000 dangerous factories and facilities. A hit on any one of them would pose a threat to the entire area, an indiscriminate punishment to fighters and civilians alike. All right, so we've got a story today with the women sniper and women fighters, but we're not sure if it's actually going to happen because we were supposed to meet at 11:30 at the main office, and what happened was 7 o'clock this morning they phoned us to say that the fighters had been sent to the front line, and I was like, well, that's exactly where we want to be sent. Can we not go with them? And it's not clear if we can. So Georgi, who's the guy who's helping us with this, is speaking to the commander of the women to try and see if we can go there. But at this stage, I want to say it's 50-50, but it might be 90-10 if we're not going. Anyway, got to have a little bit of faith. So we've got our new taxi driver, Sasha, who is not afraid of anything, which makes me afraid a little bit. And we'll get him to take us. But like I say, I really don't know what we're going to get today. Hopefully something.
So I can take it out fast.
Have you met Peter? Peter, Yuri, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
He's going to spend the day with us. Well, we're not sure. Like, if he gets better options and somebody else phones, he might just leave us. Thank you. We won't take it personally. Are you getting some good stuff?
Here and there. You'll never be that lucky. Tell me, Peter. Пять. 138. 41.
We're a couple of minutes outside of Kalininsky where we're hearing reports that a 9-story building has been shelled. We can see in the distance this huge column of smoke, so we're rushing to get there and to see what has happened.
Just let us out. Just let us... Дай нам выйти, мы потом припаркуешься.
Вот, я сюда, наоборот, с этой стороны быстрее будет. Там людей и все столкновение.
Oh, the people are waiting in the shelter.
Okay, Yuri, should we go?
Yeah, I think, maybe.
Yeah, it did hit a building, hey? Careful, guys. Careful. Okay, so let's start the live here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
We're here in Kalininsky, where a short time ago a rocket hit this building. As you can see, the fire brigade is still here trying to put out the flames. You've got this, hey?
Yeah.
You've got close up to whatever else we need. Should we go? Let's ask these guys what happened. Yuri?
Произошло. Что произошло?
Бомба сюда попала.
Are there people trapped inside?
He doesn't want me to film it.
Okay, хорошо. Okay, let's go around the other side. I want to ask anybody what happened and are there people inside or people injured? But film us walking towards the go. He said only people with the red helmets we can talk to. All right, so we got here. I mean, we're getting closer to when the action happens. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign because I'm not sure I want to be here when these buildings are actually shelled. Okay, film, so we've got that as live film, and I'm going to ask them what happened, okay? Excuse me, did I steer?
Извините, а вы нам не расскажете, что произошло?
Снаряды упали.
Секунду. Что вы говорите?
3 снаряда. Там во дворе воронка вот, между домами.
А там были люди внутри, вы знаете?
А я не знаю. Я обошел, тихо было. А видели, машина сгорела на бульваре?
Where were you when this happened?
Галерея, наверное.
И сцены говорили.
Okay,
let's go.
What did he say?
There's a burnt car there. It's like.
What did he say?
He said he was in his home and his glass shattered.
Have you got pictures? Oh, I need pictures for Twitter. Let's just see if anybody here can say something. I just need another soundbite. Ask this lady. But film.
Скажите, а вы были здесь, когда это произошло?
Нет, только подошли.
Окей, да. They weren't here. They don't know. They just came. Спасибо большое.
But you see, this is the one thing I don't want it. Part of me is happy we're here to film this, but then part of me is like, what? This doesn't add any value, running to places where the rockets are fired and just standing there and saying this happened, this happened, this happened. It's also not the most valuable thing to do. It's more valuable to do meaningful stories. So 50-50. And at the moment we don't have enough footage for a proper as live. What, the report's going to be like 40 seconds. There he is. He says there's, oh, there it is. There's a car with 3 burnt bodies inside. Oh. Actually, I hate this part of the job. Where? Where is it? Over there. And then we need to go in about 5 minutes, if that's okay. All right. Just be careful of the cables because our shoes are full of water and there's electricity running through these cables. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not nice. Dead people and everything.
You can,
oh,
oh
you can
my
actually
God.
see the dead people.
Oh, you can see the bodies. It's like this, you know, you want to see what you can see, but you don't want to see at the same time. You can see the bodies charred. You can see that the guy is fallen with his head this way and the whole body's been burnt.
And go.
I have to focus. Hang on a second.
Focus when you look at that head. It's like very focusing.
I hate this part. It's because, I mean, you know, it's a job, but 3 people have died behind me. So whatever side of the conflict there were somebody's sons and there was somebody's father. Let's do the Ozone.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Okay. I want to say something. I told you, I'm getting too
emotional,
I
yeah.
know. Okay, I want to say all around me there's glass, okay?
So we have to walk there. Like
Okay.
in the...
So let's go.
But be careful with the cables.
Everywhere there is broken glass and there are these electrical lines that have fallen across the road and you need to be careful because there's also water puddles that people are walking in.
Okay, we will see.
Okay. You're not supposed to get all teary-eyed when you do these, but I just, it's that like those were 3 people. They were like I said, somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody. And everybody just walks past and looks at these corpses like as if they're nothing, you know, like that's what your whole life is reduced to seeing some burnt out corpse that some journalist comes and says, oh, look at the 3 burnt corpses that there are. You know what, that's what upsets me. It feels so disrespectful. People die and I come and take pictures and I go away. And I just think that our lives should amount to more and there should be more respect for each other than just me getting a snapshot for the evening news. I'll never know who those guys were and...
Civilian areas remain in the sights of Ukraine's army in the country's east, with residential parts of Donetsk and Lugansk being hit on a daily basis. The outskirts of the regional hub, Donetsk, have come under violent shelling once again. Paula Sleer travelled there for us.
We're here in Kalininsky, where a short time ago a rocket hit this building. As you can see, the fire brigade is still here. The roof of this cultural centre is still in flames and the firemen here seem to have the situation under control, but there are parts of the roof that are still falling down, as you can hear. Here is a car where 3 people have died and their bodies are badly burnt inside. Some of the smoke still coming out of the car. We're not far from the building where the rocket hit, and all around here there are glass windows that have completely shattered. There is nothing on the ground that remains. The whole front of the building has been destroyed, and there are people that have now come out to see what's happened. We're hearing from the soldiers that there were around 6 to 7 hits at the same time. One of them has not exploded, so they're waiting now for reinforcements to come and disarm it. But they're trying to keep the residents away. As you can see, this is a residential apartment that was hit. People here are still in a state of shock. It's only about half an hour since the rockets hit. Paula Sleer, RT, Kalininsky, Eastern Ukraine. I I would like to think that I do this job not just for the adrenaline and for being in the scene where all the drama is happening, but because maybe by telling these stories we do make a difference. But I don't know, I've stopped being so naive. All right, well, which car are we traveling in?
This one.
In this?
Мы на это едем, правильно?
The transport gets better and better.
Yeah, it's a good one. A lot of place in the back. It told us like it's very, very strict about what we're filming and what we're not filming. And I think that to the all photographers here, it was like very, very strict.
Okay, so we're off to a secret base. Mm-hmm. They've asked us not to film because they're taking us to a secret base, and they've been quite strict that they're going to explain to us exactly what we can film there and what we can't film there. So God alone knows what we can film, but it's going to be not a lot. But maybe that will be part of the story. So yeah, that's true. It is better to have something than nothing.
Say that we're going to some secret base and blah blah blah.
Okay. What do you know? Is there any information?
No, just a secret base that we're gonna see soon.
Okay.
Do you have battery there? Yeah.
Well, will you be able to tell me if I don't?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't see anything.
Can we go?
Just a second. No, you can't. Only when I say you do.
Кто занимается захватом, уничтожением самолетов, вертолетов, всего остального,
Okay.
летает.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is where it's a base of anti-aircrafts. How do you say that?
Anti-aircraft?
No. Yeah.
Okay. This is a secret base where anti-air defense guys operate. We've been told we can film, but only from here. Can he give us a bit of information? How many guys are based here?
Okay. Можно рассказывать такую информацию? Сколько здесь ребят служит?
До 100 человек.
Less than 100. Okay, let's do the spring. Рассказывайте ей. Okay, just a second.
Значит, подразделение занимается защитой воздушного пространства Новороссии от...
He's the commander of this, anyway. This is, they are doing, and successfully so far, defending the airspace. In this place, they're learning how to use the equipment. I just need something to, oh, this is nice. So sit on that table, like half a seat like this, like, go.
We're in an underground military base. The location is a secret, but from here, the fighters control the skies over Donetsk.
It's perfect.
Did that work for you?
Yeah, and then we can cut to somewhere there, yeah.
All right, let's take a few shots. I mean, it's not much we can do.
Okay, just move.
These are the moments where you like come here, you don't know what you're getting. I just don't see this as a proper story. But it does have a nice eerie feeling to it. What we'll do is I just want to think of one or two questions, get an interview, get some shots. It'll be part of another story. I don't know what that other story is. And we'll get some visuals, we'll get one or two interviews. I'm not quite sure how I'll use it, but I'm sure I'll find a story in the future that I can use it as. Спасибо, удачи.
Спасибо вам большое.
Thank you very much.
Скажите,
Are you coming with us or we say goodbye?
Наглый вопрос к тебе, если это вариант. Ты можешь нас закинуть в прокин? Okay.
All right, so how are we going to get back to the hotel? We still need a lift to get back.
He's going to take us to the hotel.
Is he going to take us?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. It was nice. We got something out of it. But now the newsroom is asking me to get back to the hotel as soon as possible. Thank you. That's why that sounded like echoing.
Ну, похоже, как вообще. Да, мы сейчас вот так вот просто круг вот так вот объехали, туда выше уже не поднимались.
Do you know how close that is?
И вот так вот, если по проспекту прямо смотреть, Терекон. По Терекону.
We're in the middle of having dinner, as you can see, and there's this massive shelling. Now, it's obviously outgoing because it's really, really loud. But if we can just go down a little bit and we'll get a better sense. The problem with outgoing is that there's always incoming. And that was outgoing that was very, very close to where we were trying to have dinner. Sasha?
What's happening?
They're now shooting. It's about 7 kilometers from here.
Yeah, but that's closer than it's been in the past. Is there a bomb shelter in the hotel?
Ask the manager, but
I know we just want to film, but like, if seriously, if the shells hit the hotel, where do we go?
To film.
Underground.
Or a basement.
How? Where do we?
They should have a basement, I think.
So where? Where are the basements in the hotel?
We should ask.
We
I don't
actually
know
should
this
ask.
hotel.
You
About
know,
Ramada, I know. But about this one,
let's just ask, just out of interest. Is there a bunker in the hotel? Is there a bunker in the hotel, or where do we go to if the shells get really close?
Arena, and there is underground.
A shelter?
Yes.
How do we get there?
You should go to the side of the hotel.
So we go down that passageway over there?
Yes, or if you are upstairs, you should go
to the end of the hotel,
yes, to
and
the
then?
end. And then you see the door. Just there'll be only one door.
It's just run to the end and I just go down, down, and there's a door and I go inside?
Yes.
So will the siren go off in the hotel?
Yes.
So if I hear the siren, I must go there. What does the siren mean? That it's right here?
You understand that you should go downstairs.
Okay, so until I hear the siren, I'm okay?
Yes.
Will the siren wake me up?
Yeah, sure, it's very loud. And this was outcoming, I think.
Yeah, I know this is outcoming. Okay, so it's important that we know that. Thank you. He says we'll hear a siren in the hotel when it's really dangerous, and just go to the end, even from the second floor, and we'll go right down the stairs, and at the bottom we'll go down. There's the shelter.
Good.
Please tell Yulia, okay? Because
I'll tell Yulia, yes. She wanted to go with me filming now. Don't you want to see what it is?
Well, actually, I want to finish dinner. No. What do you mean to see what it is? What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean to see what it is?
Go
It's
finish
outgoing.
dinner.
Well, what do you want to
It's
film?
not outgoing.
Everybody here says it's outgoing. How do you know it's not outgoing?
There is different sound. Like maybe one of them was, but like.
You sure that something was incoming?
Yeah, it was like 500 meters from here. Something.
All right, you want to go look, but how do we get there?
No, I don't think we can. But I think we just want. At least.
Well, you've eaten dinner. That's why you're not so adamant that you have to finish eating.
Eating all the time.
Well, here's our soldier guy. I swear, you think he lives at this hotel. So what are the guys doing now?
They say that they missed the incoming, like in a couple of meters, like they.
Damn it. Apparently it was incoming and there were 5 or 6 missiles, and the one guy was showing us his hand shaking, saying that they just missed it.
Yeah, it is incoming. I don't know where this guy's from.
I'm not loving the idea that the incoming is so close to the hotel. I'm not sure I will wake up if there's a siren. I can sleep through
There is
anything.
no any safe place in this city anymore, I think.
Yeah, but maybe we just sleep in the bunker, in the...
You can sleep whenever you want. I love the new sheets that they're changing, and Yulia is hugging me, so...
I'll hug you too out of fear, trust me.
I have Yulia, and I think that's enough.
And don't worry, I'll leave Yulia to hug you. All right, so are we finishing dinner, or are we going to look for where the
finish
rockets
dinner,
landed?
that's it. They don't have that many missiles to show. In incoming, there is a different sound, really.
That sounded outgoing to me, so teach
No.
me.
I grew up in Kiryat Shmona, and you know how that city
I
is.
grew up in South Africa. We had a different kind of...
The only incoming
Incoming
there
and outcoming.
was the nice black people. Yeah, so...
So how can I learn? What's the difference?
I don't know. It's much more... how will I say it? Much more clear. Like you hear the phone. And there is... and you like... The wave is much stronger. Like the wave, you hear, you feel it in the glass. This is incoming. Outcoming is like a big boom, but like really like...
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you'll tell me when it's incoming.
That was incoming. That sounds like an incoming.
I feel like we're sitting ducks just waiting for someone to eat us.
Well, I think they aimed at the hotel, Angela.
If they know that there are foreign journalists at the hotel, it's not in their interest to hit us.
I think that is.
Why? They don't know that...
You are showing too much damage, Polo.
Yeah, but
You are
not...
showing
But a lot
the
of
shit that they do.
but a lot of the journalists here are European journalists, American journalists. Why would they want to kill them?
Because they're showing stuff nobody wants to see.
That was scary, I'm sorry. I'm starting to get scared, guys.
There's a fire and smoke from the roof.
Let's go up to the roof, guys. Thank you for telling us. Thank you, Kirill. How far do you push it until your time runs out?
All right, if you're just going to go to the roof, Yuri should be there already. It must be bad, hey? All right, I'm going back in. Yuri, I don't think it's anything for us, hey?
I think it's there. Really?
What we saw before?
What we heard before. What we heard before is there. I'm willing to bet on that.
But I don't know if it's...
Direction.
Maybe we should have gone, but I don't know if it's clever to go now.
Yeah, it's not a good hour too. The soldiers will be really...
Yeah, let's leave it and just go inside and just...
Listen to me.
Yuri.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hi,
Yeah.
guys. Hi, Sasha. How are you?
Oh, you remembered his name.
Yeah, well, I've had like 4 days of practicing Sashas and Pashas. Have you finished your breakfast? Oh, the stupid thing, you know.
Sorry.
I asked you to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have quite a bit of work to do. Our priority at the moment is looking for foreign fighters. Moscow's asking for French, but that's just because that was the number they had. I said to them we can give them French, Spanish, British, Greek.
Oh, really? You said that?
Take
Good.
your pick. It's 11 o'clock, and the guy said phone by 11, and I've got a list of like 40 numbers I want you to phone. So, here is the telephone number of the head of the French battalion. His nickname is? You should tell him. Tell him the password.
Better if you're in Russian, we'll call him. Okay. Passwords now. Nice.
All right, let's phone him.
Yeah. Доброе утро. Это батя? Здравствуйте, батя. Это из Russia Today?
Они сейчас после задания отдыхают.
Окей.
Наверное, после обеда.
После обеда во сколько? Давайте, скажите нам, куда подъехать и во сколько, и мы обязательно подъедем. Paula.
Yeah.
He said he's really willing to bring them anywhere we want.
Okay, so
Listen. At 1 o'clock, we have to call him, and he will tell us exactly where to go. We will take a taxi.
In an hour and a half, at around 1 o'clock, we're going to phone the head of the unit again, where the French volunteers are currently fighting. He says, call us then and he'll arrange something. Hopefully it'll be something for this afternoon, and then we can go out and do a story on French volunteers. That's quite funny, because we had a password that Yuri had to give the guy, so it's a little bit of like undercover stuff. We're actually running late now. Yuri, come, let's go. Please, can you come down? I want us to make these phone calls and get going. It's getting late. All right. The French story is not happening at the moment. I've got some guys who are helping me on direct Twitter. One guy's from France, one guy's from elsewhere, and they have their own interest for us to get contact with the French guys, so they're trying to help. And the latest message they're sending me is leave it for today and try and get hold of them in the evening at this number. I'm not happy because we're not doing anything today. Okay, we're fine because we're working a day ahead of ourselves. So I've still got a story to deliver tomorrow, which I did yesterday. But that means tomorrow, if a story doesn't happen tomorrow, I'm in the doghouse because I'm now back to doing the story that day for the next day. And it makes me anxious because we have to then have a story every day. What's the matter?
Nothing. Something matter?
No, it's just that you seem really tense about making phone calls.
No. Why are you saying that all the time?
I think I'm going to find somebody to translate because it seems to put you in a bad mood when you do the translation.
No. The translation is not in a bad mood.
Okay, so her phone is not working. 093. Okay, Yuri, there's something about Russian volunteers. Can you call them?
Yes, of course.
So how did we get to the number?
Tell me which one.
Actually, I did save it.
Good.
Yuri, stop being so
No,
annoying.
because this is how you're answering me.
No, you're being very annoying.
You want me to call people? Give me a number.
I think tomorrow I'll call Pasha and we'll have Pasha doing this because obviously it irritates you.
Okay. It's not irritates me, Paula. I just need you to understand that I'm helping you with that.
I appreciate that you're helping me, but you have to understand that I'm giving you numbers to phone and you're getting irritated. What now? What now?
No. I'm irritated because you're not helping me to call them.
How am I not helping you?
Give me the number. No,
Come
you
on,
haven't.
Yuri. I've given you the numbers.
You want to see the record now?
What does that mean? Abonnet. What does that mean? Abonnet? Maybe just that it's not available. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking that we'll spend the rest of the day putting together this story, because then at least we're covered for tomorrow. So we're on our way to see a base, and that's all we know. Hopefully we'll get to talk to some of the guys there. Still not sure what will be the focus of the story, but that will evolve as the day progresses. I think we're traveling. We're traveling with too much stuff. You know that.
Not too much stuff. I have camera, backpack, camera. No, I think this is the minimum. Добрый день. Как вас зовут?
Меня зовут, мой позывной Клуни.
Клуни?
Да.
А вы откуда вы из
Донецка?
А вы из Донецка? Меня Юрий зовут, ее зовут Пола.
Hi.
Она корреспондентка из Rush Today.
Очень приятно.
Окей. Вы с нами будете? Нам просто...
Каких не возражает против всего.
Да, мы спрашивать будем первоначально, в любом случае.
What?
We have to ask people before we film them.
Yeah. Do people live here, or what is this building?
Окей. Здесь солдаты живут?
Да, здесь находится солдат.
Окей, так что это за здание?
Это здание общежития. Мы договорились с руководством, что нас пустят здесь на проживание.
Okay, this is like a hostel.
If we want to make a story about how the guys are feeling, like maybe to meet 3 or 4 guys, talk to them, why are you fighting? Are you winning the war? Are you losing the war? Just to get a
Можно найти там 3 человек примерно, которые с нами поговорят о том.
Let's start with a local guy first. Can you first give us a local guy?
Окей, можно найти нам кого-нибудь местного отсюда, просто поболтать немножко насчет войны, насчет боевых каких-то.
Я местный достаточно.
Oh, we can take him.
Great.
Okay, Paula, please stand a bit closer to him.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec. I just want to throw this chewing gum away.
Okay.
Пойти форму одеть?
Okay.
Ну да. Окей. Немножечко телом в ее сторону, вот так вот, да.
Taras, thank you very much. Спасибо. How much longer can all of this go on for, and how will it end?
Скажите, а сколько это может еще продлиться? Сколько это, пока это не закончится?
Это будет бесконечно идти.
Еще раз.
И это будет идти без конца. Их дети будут воевать с нашими детьми.
Has he said something?
He said like, yes, of course, it's going to be forever. Their kids are going to fight our kids, and because their kids being told that we are the enemy and we are the bad guys.
All right. And why did he join? Has he answered that?
Yes.
Спасибо.
Okay. Все. Следующего. Да, можно. Пока на камеру. Кто Парной?
I want us to try and get like a feeling for this place. So like talk to one guy in his bedroom.
Okay.
Okay, and then we talk to one guy in the dining room. It's to get a sense of how they live, not just like them standing outside.
Все, спасибо. А как тебя зовут? Как? Сварной. Сварной. Меня Юрий зовут. Скажи, Сварной, можно? Нам просто мы хотим получить ощущение того, что здесь происходит.
Не вопрос, посмотри, как мы живем.
Вот, да. Спасибо.
Okay. What's happening?
We're going to Israel.
Good. Always wanted to go to a soldier's bedroom.
Yeah. Просто мы что-нибудь сделаем, чтобы вас представить. Так можете там положить что-нибудь, переложить. Там, мы будем вас брать интервью, это отдельно.
Я командир взвода второго взвода.
Is he married with kids?
Вы женаты, у вас есть дети? Да вы можете говорить, мы не снимаем.
I sometimes think they think I'm like looking to see if I can marry them, but it's actually just to give the story in human element.
He's married and he has 4 kids.
Okay, so let him sit on the edge of the bed.
Можете сесть просто на кровать?
Careful, there's a gun. Don't sit on it. Has he lost friends?
Скажи нам, пожалуйста, ты потерял уже друзей в этой части?
Да. Много. Тяжело. Я это передать не могу.
He was struggling not to cry. So for TV, it's good to have him cry. But I didn't want to keep pushing him because I thought he was a bit embarrassed with all the guys standing in the room looking at him. So I didn't want to embarrass him.
Подожди, он хотел куда-то, чтобы мы туда пошли, нет?
Я вам покажу.
Okay. Let's
You
go.
and your tripod.
Yes, it's there. It says the door is always open. I can come and take
And
it.
your bag is also there.
Yes.
She says, we're going to forget something. I don't want to make it exactly the same. That's the problem. We've got one bedroom. Can't we mic him and not have him sitting? Can't he walk around? Like, it's like stand here and say something, I don't know, or clean his gun or do something, but not just, do they clean their gun in the room?
Где вы чистите свои права?
I just don't want it to be too...
Здесь?
I just don't want it to be too static, like a whole lot of interviews of people just sitting in their rooms and talking to us. You know, it's not that interesting.
Это жилеточка пляжная. Ну как-то вес, я не знаю, сколько вес. Хороший вес. Не полностью она сейчас укомплектована.
Have you lost any of your friends?
Скажи мне, мы уже задавали этот вопрос предыдущему, мне просто важно. Ты терял здесь друзей?
Да, вчера похоронили друга,
Yesterday they buried a friend.
который был рядом в момент, когда выстрелил танк. С расстояния 100 метров.
I need another element. I'm not sure the guy outside was strong enough, so we're going to go now. The problem is there's not really that many locations. I don't want to do another bedroom. I think those 2 bedrooms worked. So I'm thinking now, let's go and get the guys. There's no like lounge where they sit. They kind of hang out in the entrance. So let's go to the entrance and talk to them there. When does she know that he died? Does she understand?
I don't know. I think it's not understood yet.
Okay, he's mic'd.
And that's so sad. The little girl's father was killed and she doesn't know yet, and they're looking after her. Yuri, I don't want to be so far from him. It feels unnatural. So
sit next to him.
Okay. Can I sit here? Where is he looking?
At you.
Can he just explain to me why he's fighting this?
Можешь пока просто рассказать, почему ты воюешь? Мы записываем это.
I have 11 stories that have been approved by Moscow. This is not one of them. But then again, I set out in the morning not knowing if we even would get a story today. It's the way it works. I mean, we're in the field. This is a war zone, so people don't work according to requests. A lot of it's luck. I mean, I'm happy with the story because if I didn't have it, I don't have anything else lined up today.
The ceasefire agreement between government forces and militias in eastern Ukraine is holding. That's despite a number of sporadic clashes since the deal was signed. The fighters leaving the crisis area have expressed hope that the truce will last, as Paula Slier now reports.
For 5 long months, they've stared death in the face and ache with the pain of losing comrades.
Тяжело.
It's very difficult to explain. If you weren't with us, you wouldn't understand. It's like losing a hand or when they tear your heart out.
Anger and faith have kept Svarnoy strong. A father of 4, he's doubtful the ceasefire will last.
We have something they don't have, and they have something that we don't have. We have faith in victory and that we're fighting for our land. They have the equipment, simple metal but no soul.
Svarnoy volunteered for a fighting unit, knowing very well that the chances of being killed, injured or kidnapped were high.
I'm ashamed of the actions of the Ukrainian army. We didn't come to Western Ukraine and begin destroying what they built. They came to our land.
Gvorst has gotten used to sleeping with grenades next to his bed and fears that death is never far away.
This bed you are sitting on is the bed of my friend Doc. Just today he came back from the hospital. Both of his legs were injured.
Gvorst too is unsure the truce will last. There's been too much killing for either side to trust the other, he says. He never told his parents he was here, as he didn't want them to worry. And he also hasn't spoken with his wife and 3 children in a very long time. Antonia had never picked up a gun until this war. The months away from his wife and 2 children were often intolerable.
They are far away, and I'm talking to them when it's possible to turn on the phone. When we are going to the front, the phones are always off.
Unlike his comrades, Antonia thinks this time the truce might last, that finally the Ukrainian government realizes it has no other choice. Every fighter here is a volunteer, responding, they say, to the call of their hearts to protect their family, homes and land. For now, things are quiet. But the air is thick with the unanswered question if it's game over, or if these soldiers will be forced back to the front. Paula Slier, RT, Donetsk, eastern Ukraine.
the Russians have taken over let me just see what town, Novoazovsk. It's 30 kilometers away from Mariupol.
Let's go and film the damage from yesterday. Let's take some pictures from yesterday too. And build a story.
Well, let's go see what damage it is. The information I have is that there were 3 districts. 16 people were killed overnight. 3 districts of Donetsk were shelled.
60 people?
16.
16. Okay.
We're driving into the furnace. There have been a number of rockets that have just hit center Donetsk. We're making our way to see what's happening. Huge column of smoke, what sounded like Grad missiles. There is clearly a number of buildings that have gone up in flames. The United States and NATO have announced that Russia has invaded Ukraine. In the last half hour, there have been a number of rockets that have hit downtown Donetsk, where we are. I have nothing else to say at this stage. Let's try and get to one of these scenes. Let's try and film a bit of an as live. Let's try and get some reactions. Let's try and do something to where the rockets have been landing. I think we left too late because they've managed to close the one road. The problem is that it's so random. That's why I feel so unsafe. It's not like we're on the battlefield. We're in the battlefield, and everywhere's the battlefield. And a rocket can land any minute, and it's just luck or it's just fate if it hits you or doesn't hit you. Slowly advancing. The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. Reduced to a pile of rubble. It has been reduced to a pile of rubble. Please, can you fix this as well?
What?
The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. This used to be a hardware store.
Здравствуйте. А вы кто?
Старший прапорщик ГУР.
Здравствуйте. А мы из Russia Today.
Спасибо. The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center.
Paula, can you go back a little
Yes,
bit?
I can, but let me just quickly think what I'm going to say. The war is slowly...
Can you think there that I can
No, because I don't want to have the
see the
notepad
light?
with me. So give me a sec. The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. This used to be a hardware store, but like many soft targets around the city.
Oh,
the war
actually,
is
it's
slowly
nice.
advancing into Donetsk city center. This used to be a hardware store, but like more and more soft targets around the city. It has been reduced to rubble. A growing number of Europeans are saying enough is enough and are joining. This used to be a hardware store, but like more and more targets.
Okay.
Wait,
Are we good?
No, we're not. The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. This used to be a hardware store, but like more and more soft targets around the city, it's been reduced to rubble. Is enough.
Question. Can I ask a question? Or you are busy?
And our
Probably busy.
and our something with more and more.
Can I take your full body?
Okay, but am I walking?
The war is slowly advancing into Donetsk city center. This used to be a hardware store, but like a growing number of soft targets around the city, it has been reduced to rubble.
If you don't say go like...
You don't like the... Why? But I do not send it. Like only
No, I know, but it's... Because I never respond.
You don't like the word?
No, I look terrible.
Why?
Yuri, I look awful.
Oh, sorry. Where do you look awful?
Oh my God.
Look.
No,
I don't like them anyway. Look at the next one.
That's better than the previous one.
Yeah,
So why did
because you have light on you. I didn't want you to push there.
more and more? In future, let me push if it means I'm going to look pretty or ugly.
Yeah, I understand. Pretty is the priority.
Yeah, but then you remember I started it.
I need priorities, Paula. Otherwise, I can't
When
work.
I started it. The war is slowly... He is funny, but he is annoyingly funny sometimes. Like sometimes I just want to kill you.
It will be a problem, Paula.
Yeah, it will be. I'll do it when we're out of here.
Just turn off your mic. Please. Sorry, I forgot, please.
I'm trying to teach you manners, but it's just not working. Actually, Yuri, you know what? I really do like you. And you are fun to work with.
Yeah, you needed 2 weeks to say that, right? This is nice.
But you have it on camera now. I notice how you don't reciprocate.
You noticed the what?
You don't say the same thing back to me. Paula, you're really nice to work with too.
Sorry.
Geez, how clear do I need to be?
Paula, you have to remind me to say those stuff.
It's 2 dead people at the bus station. Can you imagine? Can you imagine you're just sitting in a bus station waiting for a bus and you die?
You don't have to imagine, you're going to see this soon.
Now, let's ask him what happened before me.
Yeah, go. No, don't go. Go.
What happened?
Что произошло?
Здесь полчаса назад был артобстрел. Артобстрел был.
Okay.
Это полчаса назад.
Well, let's go there.
Okay, thank you. What did he say?
Nothing.
What happened?
А?
What happened?
Что произошло? Ну, что хочешь, это произошло здесь. Подорвали.
No, Yuri, what are they saying? What are they saying?
Nothing.
Okay, so just film a little bit here. I feel like it's a game, you know, like we're lucky that we're not getting hit by these things, but I just don't enjoy this. Okay,
Just a second.
you know, it's like we come here, so what, we're going to constantly just keep chasing where the rockets land, be frustrated that we're not there when they land, but you can't be there when they land because it's really dangerous.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. There's blood on the ground, okay? I don't know, there's blood, blood on the ground. It's horrible. It's 2 days in a row that I've now seen this picture. It's like we're getting the same picture over and over
Paula,
again.
don't stand near the soldiers. They don't want you to film them, okay? So go forward. Go there.
Okay, I'll follow you. No. Don't worry. I'll be with you. Yes, I can feel the heat of the car. You can feel that it's still burning. And you can actually smell. I can't really explain the smell. It's almost this kind of acid. It's an acid smell. Okay, here's a dead body. Okay, there's a dead body. So
I don't know if you can film those guys, so let's try.
I'll walk and then, okay.
Go.
Over here, one person lost their life. They've been covered with a sheeting. We can also hear ambulances in the distance. Shane, you can feel that people are in shock. I know the feeling. It's like they can't quite believe what happened.
Okay, I have a moving kind.
Let's ask somebody here. I have to figure out what I want to say to, what I want to do when I see dead bodies, because I feel like I want to say a prayer and I don't know what prayer to say.
There is a...
maybe smoke. Oh, nice.
Oh, God. No, you never get used to this. And in fact, the opposite happens. The more you see it, or for me, the more I see it, the more affected I feel by it. I think the first few times I saw it in my career, it's almost like unreal. And then it starts becoming a little bit too real because you see it over and over again.
Подстанцию разбомбили, а это значит без света все будет. Вот такое впечатление, что это целенаправленно все делается, а? Чтобы не было света, чтобы вы были все злые, как все. А это просто тут работали эти девчата, тут эти окорочка делали. Тут такая, казалось бы, что чего тут они мешало кому-то. Но главное, подстанцию разрубили. А это значит без света, а это значит что?
That's also been hit.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to a bread store that's been hit. I keep thinking of that body. The one that we just saw. And we're on our way to get another body. And, you're supposed to be hardened to bodies, but it was like somebody who was waiting at a bus stop. That person was just waiting at a bus stop. So why were they killed and not the next person? There's a dead person here as well. Oh. It's a woman lying on the ground in her own blood. Oh my God, her whole face.
I told you not to look there.
What you don't understand?
It's kind of like you don't want to look, but you want to look. So it's like this. So her leg's been blown away and her face has been blown away. Shame. She was just working behind the counter here. Oh God. God. I want to do a comment here.
Want to do something here?
Yeah, so wait.
So let's do it.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay?
I think the nerves are a bit high
I'm
for
running.
me.
Go.
Here's a bread store where a woman has been killed. She's lying on the ground. She was killed by the impact of the rocket, the glass, and everything hitting her. We're waiting for the ambulances to come and take her to the morgue. I wouldn't mind if the ambulance came now and covered her. For me, it's the idea that she was just standing there and she just got obviously knocked back and hit with the impact and didn't know literally what had hit her. And her body is like already, I don't know how to explain what bodies do, but it's like, How does it make me feel? It makes me feel like I'm shutting down. Like I really don't want to see this and I want to carry on doing the job because the job is an excuse not to feel anything. So if I can just quickly do a few more links to the camera, Yuri and I can crack a few jokes and then I can get the hell out of here because it's really hard for me to process this and it's really hard for me to see it. My natural reaction is to use the camera and the microphone as an excuse. It's a barrier. So you don't actually have to experience the reality as a human being. You can experience it as a journalist. And when you experience it as a journalist, you're always one step behind. It's all happening in a millisecond, so you don't even allow yourself. If I wasn't stopping to talk to you, I wouldn't process all of this kind of information. Okay, well, you just find a nice closing shot. I wish somebody would come and take that body away. What's definitely happening is that the fighting is coming more and more into the city centre. I mean, this is the city centre. In the first couple of days, we were having to drive into villages and further away from Donetsk proper to be able to get something. And now, I swear, I hope I'm not toot. I hope it's not foretelling something, but I think it's just a matter of time before it'll find us.
Policia filed this report from the site of the latest devastating attack.
We're here at what was a small market right in the city centre of Donetsk. As you can see, the rocket has hit the whole front, the whole facade of the building. People were killed while waiting at the local bus station. Over here, one person lost their life. They've been covered with a sheeting. We can also hear ambulances in the distance. There's a woman lying on the ground here. She's been killed. She was the worker at this small store. She was hit by the impact of the rocket and the glass Half her body's been blown away, and we're waiting now for an ambulance to come and take her to the morgue. What some people are telling us is that there's an army barracks in the vicinity, and they think that the Ukrainian army was aiming for that rather than these residential buildings. Paula Sleer, RT, downtown Donetsk.
Very nice ending.
And do you get the sound?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, so should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Where's your jacket?
In the car. Give me yours.
Oh, now we're a gentleman.
No, he's filming.
Здравствуйте. I'm Paula. Hi.
Sergey.
Hi, Sergey. I'm Paula. The plan is to go to the accreditation office now. Apparently our military accreditation is ready. They phoned jury, so let's hope it is. So there's a couple of things going through my head. We've got three options. Number one is if they'll give us anything. We've been asking to know the front line. If they can give us anything like that today, we go with it. Number two is Ilovaisk. I'm not sure what we'll see, but this morning there was a deadline at 10 o'clock for the Ukrainian soldiers. There was a deadline this morning at 10 o'clock for the Ukrainian soldiers who voluntarily hand over their weapons. There's a corridor that will be formed by the anti-government fighters and they can surrender and be set free. And that was a request by the Russian president, and the anti-government forces said that they would adhere to that. So I'm thinking maybe we could go to Ilovaisk. If we don't do that, there's Sezhnoye, where there are captured Ukrainian soldiers who are cleaning the streets. So that could be a story. And if not that, then the fourth option would be to go to Makiivka. And there was a story that RT wanted on people, I think the hospital, I haven't read the brief properly yet, but the hospital has moved into the basement or something about people in a shelter. So that would be we'll get one of those stories done. That's the order of preference, actually.
Не, дальше около самого входа мы выйдем.
Ну я туда не могу.
А вы не можете туда дальше поехать?
Да.
Почему нет? It's like very dangerous there because it's shelling and he said I will charge it twice because it's very dangerous for me. You see, he's not afraid for his life. He's afraid for his wallet. He said, if you want, I can give you his number. You can call him. I said, we don't need to call him because we don't need anybody else frightening us about what's going on.
What they're saying, Paula, we cannot let you go today. In other words, we cannot let you leave Donetsk as we expect this piece of news coming out about transferring Russian troops back to Russia who got lost in eastern Ukraine. But please don't publish it anywhere before it actually happens. So we're on standby for that. So Ilovaisk, if we go there, the driver says we won't be back there and back within 4 hours. I asked Moscow if they could let us go just for 4 hours, and I could even just do an as live there and come back. And they spoke about it and they said no. So no problem. One of the stories I have to do, or I've been asked to do, is a story about a maternity ward that's been moved underground in the city of Donetsk. So I think I'm going to focus on that because it's in the city, and when they call me for a live, it won't take longer than 20 minutes, half an hour to get to the hotel, and I can go make a live. I often think about how it's just fate or whatever it is, why one person dies and another person doesn't. Sometimes I see enough people dying that I just think it doesn't really make sense, a lot of it. The question is just, at what point are you pushing your luck? That's the struggle for me, is when we arrive in an area and it's dangerous, instinct and human nature is to pull back. But when you're a journalist, you have to go forward. And so there's that fine line of when do you pull back, when do you pull forward, and how far forward do you go, how far back do you pull? And that's where I struggle.
It just happened. Paula, can't you see that smoke?
Where?
Where? In front of you. Nice.
That's something that's been hit there.
Or maybe it's the buses or something. Let's see what it is. Что там горит такое?
Сейчас там что-то горит.
Что-то горит, да? Something is smoking there.
All right, ask him to take us closer. Let's like
Можете
not...
поближе подъехать? Wow! I
Oh.
hope there weren't people inside. As life and as life. Можете припарковаться?
Okay, you let him stop and let us get
Пожалуйста,
out.
припаркуйтесь здесь как можно быстрее. Если мы могли выйти
No,
из
that
машины.
can't be now.
Вот сейчас.
That's now?
Yeah,
No.
that's now. Oh, like. Okay, please put your jacket.
Where are we?
Где мы находимся? Где мы находимся, Сергей?
Вокзал. Железнодорожный вокзал. У нас он это центральный вокзал.
The railway station. The central railway station of Donetsk. You can say that. We are now in the central railway station of Donetsk, filming as live as usual.
I need to get dressed. And you're not putting one on?
Let's go.
We're here at the central railway station of Donetsk, and it's about 24 hours after this bus was hit, but it is still smoldering. There's still fire, and you can still smell this heavy acidic. Okay, let's do all of that again.
And you are like popping in every frame I have. 3,
Do you have a tripod with you?
1, yes.
This is the main railway station here in Donetsk, where a bus took a direct hit. Now, fortunately, no one was killed in this incident, but certainly scenes like this are becoming more and more frequent here in downtown Donetsk. Paula Slier, RT, Donetsk, Eastern Ukraine.
Very nice.
Did that work for you? Because that content-wise is best for me.
You want me to take some visuals?
Yeah, take some visuals. Okay, so we've done an As Live, and now we're going to go to the maternity ward number 3, where they've apparently converted the cellar into a ward for pregnant women and newborn children.
Okay.
Here's
Paula,
a-
you still have your neck mic on, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Here we go. The main entrance. I think they have some bed there. Maybe we should
I've
get
still
some
got this
sleep.
microphone that you gave me. I'm actually very tired.
Yeah. After all the massages and the days off, you're getting used to that. Я с вами не договаривался. Я сказал, что может быть с вами говорила наша редакция, потому что она нам дала ваш номер телефона. Да, я знаю, но это не мы снимали. Окей, спасибо. До свидания. Спасибо большое. Нет проблем. Listen, she said you can only film on Monday because somebody filmed a story about us. And I say, listen, we didn't film. That's enough for us, one story.
So how do we
So I'm asking her, listen, who do we have to talk to that it won't be enough for you?
So what did she say?
She said, no, come film Monday.
So we can just come on Monday?
Yeah.
All right.
But until Monday, it's like, this whole hospital could be like one flat place.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think you want to explain this to the lady.
Ну,
Thank you very
explain this to the
much.
lady, you want me to?
No.
Ну вот в радиусе 100 метров, наверное, вокруг больницы. Потому что мы сейчас ездили как-то не тихо совсем в городе.
Do you think he translated the part about if the hospital is still standing, we'll come back Monday too?
Не, вообще без проблем. Тем более в таких деликатных ситуациях мы очень аккуратно себя ведем. My coffee is ready.
Yuri,
Yeah.
what are they saying?
Which part you want me to translate?
Are we coming back on Monday?
We are coming back
What
Monday.
time is good for them?
Когда вам удобно,
I think if we're going to be polite about filming in a war zone, let's just be polite. Tell her we're just waiting for the taxi to come back. If she doesn't mind, can we sit inside? It gives us some protection against the missiles.
Мы можем подождать здесь?
Thank
Спасибо
you.
вам большое, Наталья. А вас как зовут? Как?
Валентина.
Валентина, большое вам спасибо.
Thank you very much.
Спасибо большое.
Thank you.
На самом конце тротуара.
I'm so tired now. It's the tiredness that comes from like not being psyched up with adrenaline.
promise you, if we drove into a whole lot of shelling right now, you and I would find energy. Yuri, please ask me how much time it takes to get to the hotel.
Сколько времени добраться до нашего паркинга?
Минут 7.
7 minutes. We are really close.
I guess I'm...
Hi, Sasha. Как дела? We're on our way to Ilovaisk, which is around 40 kilometers or so, Sasha says. I hope he's right. You know, distances change and the time it takes to get there changes when you have rockets fired at you. Not sure what we're going to get, but it is the story at the moment that Ukrainian troops have been handing over their weapons. Mixed reports if it's happening, hearing some reports about fighting. At the same time, there's nothing really else that I can do. Nothing else has come through. So I don't want us to sit around and waste time. So we'll go there and hopefully we'll get a story. So we are stopping for a hot dog. I'm hungry.
You wanna check if they have hot dogs for you?
Yes.
Okay, let's check.
Пойдете кушать, да?
Да. Мы по-быстренькому. На улице нам удобно. Да. Саш, можно открыть багажник? Не, мы тут возьмем интервью одного человека. Да, конечно.
I think we found Alan's head office because the last time we were here, he was here, and now he's here again. So we'll just get an interview with his commander. I think if he doesn't answer your phone.
Вон машина. Вот. Есть у нас такая.
He opened the wrong car.
And I'm looking like it's up there.
That is a cheek if I've ever. Are you sure this is the right car, Yuri? What did he say?
That was one of the happiest moments in the...
What, you just go and open his car? I don't know what we're going to get. We stopped to get a hot dog. They don't have hot dogs, but they have commanders that we can interview. I don't know.
Ask
I will.
Everything.
I will. But
About
remind me
the
who he
law,
is.
Everything.
Who is he again?
What's happening in Ilovaisk, like everything.
Who is he?
Some kind of a commander. Paula, let's just do it. Really, we don't have interviews with soldiers too much. And he's like a big soldier here.
He's a big soldier. All right. We're going to get it.
And the camera, yes, I need it too. I usually don't need it. I need the phone.
Usually he remembers the camera and forgets the tripod. Today we have the tripod and no camera.
Yeah, thanks.
And that was funny when you opened the wrong thing. He doesn't want an
He
interview.
just want to drink coffee.
Хорошо. Well, they went that interview. Ask him what is the situation like in Ilovaisk.
Окей. А можно просто спросить пару вопросов без интервью? Мы просто по дороге в Иловайск сейчас.
Thank you. Oh, I'm getting used to these conversations in coffee shops with the guys, but they never go anywhere. Okay. Thank you. Yuri, please tell him that we've been struggling. We've been here for 2 weeks and we're struggling to get to the front.
Мы здесь уже в третью неделю, и мы просто воюем за...
He's phoning someone to see if we can meet with somebody in Ilovaisk, which would be brilliant, rather than just driving in a bit blind. And Yuri thinks he has someone. This is the place to come. We're making our way to Ilovaisk. We're taking some back ways. We've also spoken with one of the local commanders there, so he'll come and meet us. That's the plan, that he'll come and meet us at the first checkpoint we go through. What he'll show us remains to be seen. Where are we, Yuri?
In the hole. I'm sorry, this is the only word I know in English.
How much?
It actually describes the space.
How much further to Ilovaisk?
We're now in the one city before the block post.
What the hell happened here?
I don't know. They're fixing cars.
Oh.
Ребята, на Троицко-Харцизский, я правильно еду?
Russia, no. Раша.
Подскажите, Троицко-Харцизская, это где?
Was that? Now, what the hell was that? Is that supposed to have been what remains of a checkpoint?
This is frightening. If those are the soldiers that protecting this place in some kind of ruined car, they're sitting and eating from cans. This is...
I know, and I'm more afraid that if we just hand over the accreditation, Russia Today.
Юр, что это самое? Что он говорил? Надо будет позвонить, да?
Да, мы туда подъедем, у нас есть телефоны.
And as the sun sets and we drive into a war zone at night, just what I've always wanted to do.
Nice end of the day.
You know, if there wasn't a war, and it was 2 years ago, we'd probably drive here with music and my feet up on the dashboard and I'd be saying what a beautiful country it is. But just the idea that a shell could land at any moment seems to take that sense of enjoyment away. We're coming to a checkpoint, so we're going to have to put the camera down until then. Please, I see soldiers.
There are soldiers.
Sam, you can put your camera up. The guys are expecting us. They're welcoming Russia Today. Everybody's happy as long as the shell doesn't land. We are looking for a guy, I don't know what his name is, Givy. We're looking for a guy, Givy, but they did warn us that we're coming. So everybody's smiling, happy to see us, and I'm happy to see them, believe me.
Без проблем. Будем ждать.
Oh, look at this.
It told us to wait for him here.
Givy.
Yeah, Givy.
Look at
Я не знаю, в принципе, тут снайпера уже не работают.
So it's a bit of a surprise that I come from South Africa.
He says, listen, it's not a good idea because there are snipers
Okay,
here.
if that's what he says, we'll take it off with pleasure. Tell him he doesn't need to convince me.
Он говорит, уговаривать ее не придется, не одевать теперь.
I'm just trying to figure out where's the safest place to sit because they said be careful of the snipers.
The safest place to sit, Paula, is at home. They have trophies from the Ukrainian army. The whole bus is
What is the situation like on the field?
Как ситуация на полях там, на
Покажи фотографии.
Они трусы, убегают. Прямого боя они боятся.
Have we got a soundbite?
Yeah, we have a lot of them and a good one too.
What is his first name?
Как вас зовут?
Леон.
Leon.
Вы можете не прямое имя говорить, а как вас?
Hi, Leon. Okay, and what was he saying in the interview?
А вот и Гиви приехал.
He looks like he's come from the front line. Hi, I'm Paula. Спасибо. I think we're getting something. Здравствуйте. Okay, спасибо. All right. We're now following the Commander Givy, and the soldiers who came out are now coming back in. We're not actually sure exactly where we're going, but at the moment it looks good. It looks promising. I like our commander. He's a good-looking bloke. So what are we stopping here for? Okay. They want us to come, so let's go. Okay. Film him talking to me, and let me ask him a question. Okay. Ask him what...
Stop.
Okay. Okay,
go.
Where are we going now?
Куда мы теперь едем?
Теперь вы едете ко мне в штаб, я вам покажу, где находятся мои люди.
Yuri, just give me a bit of a summary of what he said.
He's very proud of himself about what's happened.
Yeah.
He said...
Are we in Ilovaisk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody will fight us because we will strip them from the skin or something like that. Like we will revenge everything they did to our citizens.
I think what we'll do is we'll make it a story about Givy, and how he's walking around and the town is back in his hands and he's really impressed with himself. I think I might make that the angle. Yuri, just film. I like this guy. I want to try and get more shots of him hugging people, and then I actually want to ask him what's like some of these guys are fighters you haven't seen, and maybe make it a little bit emotional.
Let's try more specific questions because he's talking. Okay.
Where are we? This is their base, right?
Okay. And he's too high for me. Can you find someone lower?
Yuri, film this because I want to make it about meeting and like, you know, the guys haven't seen each other in a long time. Some of these guys, when was the last time you saw some of these guys?
Скажи, когда последний раз видел этих ребят?
Ну, я ребят вижу не каждый день. Действительно, армии, а уже не ополчение.
Okay. He sees them every day. We are turning around. I want to see light on this.
There goes that angle.
Oh, here's the light. Oh, yeah, Paula, you are here.
Okay, has everybody just come in from the battlefield now?
Скажи мне, сейчас все возвращаются с поля боя?
Ну, конечно, сейчас всем дают отпуска, хоть небольшие, чтобы люди увидели свои семьи, съездили домой, жен, там, матерей, детей своих.
He's saying that the fight is over. There's nothing on the battlefield. Now we are concentrating on doing the stuff for the civilians here, like restoring the water, the electricity, the stuff that you are not interested in.
Look, we're not on the front line, but we're getting a story and it's a good one. I like it when a plan comes together. Okay, so this is the plan for the story. Like, I've actually written it out already. Yuri, what I was thinking, to save time, maybe in the car you can listen to the video and I can write it down. You can just talk to me what they're saying and I'll write it down. So by the time we're in Donetsk, we'll have the translation.
Because when I'm concentrating in the car, I want to throw up. I get dizzy.
Even if you're not writing, even if you're just listening?
It doesn't matter, I have to look at the picture.
Okay, well then we won't save 4 hours.
Paula, just tell me what kind of a soundbite you need and I will find it.
I don't know,
just
because I don't know what they said. That's the problem, I don't have any idea what they said.
Base before it gets dark.
Yuri, I don't know what to say in my stand-up because I didn't understand anything.
You don't have much light
So
time?
just tell me what he said, give me a summary. What do you remember?
Okay, I'll tell you that. The last sentence that you asked him to talk freely, he said, I'm talking to the, oh, this is a nice one. I'm talking to mothers of all the children in Ukraine, that's sending them to a battlefield. Don't. We're gonna eliminate you. We're gonna kill you.
Yeah, but then let him say that. That's a nice
Yeah,
number.
but please lead to that. They say.
Okay, look at the story. I want to start with
after a successful battlefield.
I want to see it start with the bus arriving.
Say something like this. After translated to your language. Okay. After successful battle, those soldiers came back to their base.
Like it's the end of another successful day.
Yeah.
But we've already said,
as they say, they released Ilovaisk. And the only thing left is an advice for the mothers of the soldiers of Ukrainian army. And then boom.
And go to him and then
we're going to finish with the sentence.
This is hard, like writing the end of the story when you haven't written the beginning or when you're not 100% sure what sound bites you're going to use.
Voila. I need you.
Give me 1 sec.
My light is going somewhere. I'm going to my cigarette place. Where is my cigarette place?
Sorry, now it really is closed. At the end of a hard day of fighting, this is where the soldiers come to hang up their guns, to renew their energy, and to remind the mothers of Ukrainian soldiers. Yuri? Yuri, with the glasses or without?
No glasses. I'm ready when you are. I want you to go across.
So I'm walking?
Yeah.
Okay, so from where to where?
Where you are and go across the soldiers.
Okay.
Go.
At the end of a hard day of fighting, this is where the soldiers come to hang up their guns, to renew their energy, and to remind the mothers of Ukrainian soldiers what their sons are up against.
I love the laughter in there.
Let me see. Thank you. What were they laughing at?
I laughed the light better there, but the soldiers are here, okay?
Okay, so show me.
So you will see the both of them. In a second, you won't see that.
At the end of a hard day of fighting, this is where the soldiers come to hang up their guns, to renew their energy, and to warn the mothers of Ukrainian soldiers what their sons are up against.
I love this one, Paula.
Получилось.
Как дела? No, not как дела.
Ваша вытяжка на
Yeah.
в порнофильмах сниматься.
Better.
I love this. With the sitting, just a second.
It's like the chair was waiting.
Look at the frame. Wow, it's so nice light. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Хорошо. We didn't exactly make it to the front line, but we got something. I'm happy.
The sound of victory. After a week of deadly battles, Ilovaisk is back in the hands of the anti-government fighters.
Ilovaisk is now completely under our control. There will be no mercy. I will never forgive them for destroying our cities.
The smell of death still hangs over the battlefield.
2 bodies. One is burnt and the other one is torn to pieces. They left them on the field. Nobody is asking for them.
The spoils of victory made it out.
They put down their weapons, but before they did, they resisted strongly. The result is that they suffered defeat.
Commander Givi is in high spirits. At headquarters, he congratulates his men.
About 4,800 soldiers attacked us this month. Not more than 200 of them survived. All of their combat equipment has been destroyed. Who will want to fight us after this?
The 34-year-old commander hasn't had a day off since fighting began 5 months ago.
We won that fight. We stood up for our city even when we had lost 20% of the city. In 4 days we took it back.
At the end of a hard day of fighting, this is where the soldiers come to hang up their guns, to renew their energy, and to warn the mothers of Ukrainian soldiers what their sons are up against.
Paula Slier, RT, Ilovaisk, Eastern Ukraine.
It's one of those stories that we should be able to just knock out straight away. Hopefully. I mean, you know, Murphy's Law, I say that and then it doesn't happen. But we're basically going to go out with the guys, follow them around, do the whole demining of the thing. And we should have the story in the can in a couple of hours. All right, should we go? I've never actually done a story where they actually demine. I hope we'll actually see the demining and not just talk about it. But it could be quite a visually strong story. I chatted with my editors last night and they were like, be very careful because it's not a joke. There was an Italian journalist who was killed in Gaza when they were demining, and I actually knew the guy. It's a different story. I haven't done a story on this. I've done stories following the guys handing out food. I've done stories, the guys coming back from a victory. I haven't done stories of guys actually going to where the Ukrainian army was and demining the area. Yuri, be careful where you walk. Jesus, I really hope they don't explode it. We're looking at an unexploded shell.
Paula, can you smell the gas? Can you smell the gas?
I'm going to put on my jacket, hey? Because I think it'll look nicer. What Sasha? To put on the jacket? Oh, is Sasha telling us to put on the jacket? Jesus, they don't wait for anybody. Why, he's going to pick up the whole thing?
Let's ask this guy what's going on.
No, the problem is
Let me get my notes, yeah?
gas pipe, and there's
I wanna ask-
a thing that didn't explode. So when it's gonna explode, it's gonna be like nice.
Let's ask this guy what's happening because I actually... Please explain to me what is here.
На данный момент нашим подразделением производится работа по откопке не взорвавшихся, по нашему мнению, боеприпасов и активного залпового огня.
What?
He says that his department is responsible for demining, blah blah blah, and now they're found how you say it, a crater.
Okay, a crater, yeah.
A crater. So there is a not exploded bomb inside.
What, they're just going to dig and look for something?
Yeah,
And if it explodes?
He told him a couple of minutes ago that you can actually smell that something hit the gas pipe.
That's what you'll say. I mean, the guy's just digging. So I want to just say something. This is the start of it, okay? So where do you want me? There were a number of shells fired by the Ukrainian army that have landed in open areas in that have landed in open space. There were a number of shells fired by the resident. There were a number.
This case is the danger and is the most dangerous one of all cases because gas pipe been hit.
How do we know it's a gas pipe that's been hit?
Because it's written very dangerous gas. And you can say that you actually can smell the gas in the air.
I'll do that as a second one. Okay, yeah.
This situation is much more dangerous because when this one explodes, like it takes with you like it could take like the whole area.
Incredibly reassuring. Okay, so let's just do one. I'm not going to say that in my first one.
Okay, you can say whatever you want. I just suggest.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
A little bit to me. I like that. It's like.
I want to just do a little bit of a walk, okay?
Walk, yeah.
A number of shells fired by the Ukrainian army have landed here in open spaces in residential areas. They haven't yet exploded, and we're out today with the sappers to find them and destroy them. And does it work for you visually?
Yeah.
It does. Let's just walk right on up. All right, I'm gonna die. I don't know why, but I'm not feeling 100% safe. My body doesn't want to go any closer. Yuri, please just ask this guy, like, what happens? No, just seriously. Well, let's ask him on camera. What happens if they just hit it? I mean, like, is it not dangerous?
Заденете мину, и она взорвется.
Мы проводим работы экскаватором до той поры, пока...
What did he say?
Okay, I'll explain to you.
No, explain to me. Like, why can't they can just hit it?
Yeah, they say it's not dangerous at all, blah, blah, blah. It's all like politically correct.
Yeah.
Let's do another slide.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it quickly, Yuri. Where should we do this?
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm not enjoying this. I just want you to know that I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah, and you're laughing because of what?
Wait. So let me just work out what I'm going to say. This is one of the most dangerous scenarios where a gas pipe has been hit by a shell.
That didn't explode.
This is one of the most, yeah.
Danger in that?
Okay, this is one of the most dangerous areas. This is one of the most dangerous situations. A gas pipe has been hit by a shell and it hasn't yet exploded. You can actually smell.
It's like a time bomb. Say a time bomb in your...
It's quite good, eh? Should we swap? I film and you do this.
No. Go.
This is one of the most dangerous situations. An unexploded shell has hit a gas pipe. You can actually smell gas in the air. It's a time bomb waiting to happen. Does it work for you?
Yeah.
Let's take a few pictures, Yuri.
Yeah.
And then I'll do one like...
Will you come with me to take the pictures?
No. Yuri, do you want me to? Where Yuri goes, I go. Your people will be my people, and...
The Russians, you mean?
Please say we have enough shots.
You can go and wait in the car.
I can't go and wait in the car, Yuri. Let's go. Do we know what's at the second location?
When we filmed, do you remember we had an argue?
That doesn't narrow it down.
About me going home? Yeah, so that's the area.
What's it called?
Petrovsky rayon. Petrovsky area, like Petrovsky whatever. Oh, yeah. Just a second. And I want to see what's happening. Yeah. And you want to leave your leg like that? Because I see that upward. Yeah.
We're leaving the first location because the team says it could still take several hours before the shell is found. In the meantime, we're making our way to the outskirts of Donetsk, where there's been heavy shelling.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit nauseous, hey?
You do? I think it's because of the heat. And and the smell of gas. Yeah, that's true. That's actually was very unpleasant. And I'm the one that pushed you to stand there.
I need some air.
Okay.
Just can you open it?
Можно, пожалуйста, открыть это окошко второе? Мы тут совсем плохо. And sit there. Put your head there. I think you're almost there. Okay, остановись.
Lady, what happened?
Кристиан, что здесь произошло?
Как что? Бомба. Вон там в фундаменте бомба. На детской площадке бомба. Вот там за огородом бомба.
Ask him what he saw there, Yuri.
Слушайте, а что вы там видели сейчас?
Да, вы что, вы не сходили? Надо было с нами сходить, посмотреть. Там, как видно, что попадание града, и оно не разорванный снаряд.
Скажите, а сколько это опасно для людей вокруг?
Ну, так он, если его не трогать, не этот, он только взрыватель. Да, если взрыватель ударит, который находится на 1,5-2 метра глубиной, тогда он взорвется. А так ничего опасного нет.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Get him looking at that, because we're cheated.
No, that one is exploded.
With the machine, and now I'm going to
No, this one is exploded, so it's okay. That one there.
I do not feel safe with that.
Okay, спасибо большое. Yeah, please pray to my mother.
This I can actually see. It's the other one that was more dangerous. I hope I'm right.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, we'll take us to one that wasn't exploded.
I'm getting used to visiting unexploded mines.
Hey, look, you can see the wings of the missile. You want to play with it?
No. But is that visual going to work? Yeah, you've got the... I need a shot of him looking down at it,
Вы
otherwise how
можете
do we
поставить,
cut it?
посмотреть туда вниз?
I think it's actually turning out to be a nice story because we've seen all the pictures of people crying when the shells explode. But what about the shells not exploding? Maybe we can ask this lady, how do you feel living amongst unexploded shells?
Детки все поубегали, мы остались. Остались старики, которые лежачие лежат.
For this rocket here that hasn't exploded, for it to explode, what needs to happen?
Мы ожидаем ее каждую минуту. Мы боимся ложиться спать. Мы 2 месяца сидим в подвале все.
She said that it's very dangerous, kids are going to play, and it's now 1st of September and they're going to school and they're going to come back from school and play with it. It could explode anytime.
I mean, I've no idea what it's like to live in a neighborhood with unexploded bombs. I don't come from a country where that was our problem. We had other problems. But I can feel in the way that they talk, and I can see in their eyes, and I can hear in the kind of tremor of their voices that they're afraid. And the woman made a good point, saying that kids come and the kids can pick it up. And there's already been an incident, the one guy was telling us in Slavyansk, where 2 children were killed by an unexploded rocket. So that's the focus of the story. The focus of the story will be what it's like to live with the reminder, I'm going to use that word in the script, the reminder of the shelling everywhere you go, the fragments and the unexploded rockets. The story is the perfect story for that kind of storytelling because I'm going to tell it in such a way, you know, we're out there, we're going with the guys, we're going from one location to another location, we're digging up, we're using a tractor, we're trying to see whether this mine is active or not. So I think in that respect, the story will be fine. I'll script it in such a way to create a bit of drama, to, you know, create a bit of suspense, but I think I have a couple of sound bites already with that woman in particular, where you can hear the quiver in her voice and you can see in her face she's quite frightened. And she says things like, you know, children might find it and that would be awful. So the story lends itself. Now I'm happy with it, but I still want us to get a little bit more.
nice to get one or two more people saying that they're afraid.
Well,
Let that come through in the story, that
I'm
people
with
are
you.
afraid that
I'm
they're,
with
you
you.
know, unexploded mines. I'll make the angle of the story that it's not just the mines that people are afraid of, it's the unexploded mines.
yeah.
And that the city is littered with
Yeah,
unexploded
it's
mines.
so frightening to live in that city now. They're like all over unexploded mines.
Yuri,
People
I'm not really asking you for your opinion. I'm just
So why
telling
are you
you what...
telling me that?
I'm not. I'm explaining to you what the focus of the story is going to be, okay?
Ah,
Where are my
yeah, I wrote it
sunglasses?
down.
Yeah.
Now I know.
What's wrong?
No, what? What's wrong? I'm just joking. What is it?
We're going back to the first location, so I just basically need to finish the story. Well, we're back where we started, and they still haven't found the shell. As you can see, the search continues. The danger, not so much, is when the shells explode, but when they don't. Did that work? It felt wrong. I do want to get a soundbite from the guy. Let's talk to him. I just want to get something like...
Like what? I don't know what to ask. Just tell me what you want from me.
What did you find? Is there still an unexploded rocket inside there, or why are you still... is there still an unexploded shell or rocket inside?
Here, in that location? Тут что-то еще есть не взорвавшееся, или вы все вытащили?
Ну, судя по тому, как работали саперы, там однозначно нашли только осколочные массы.
If you didn't do this, why is it important that this work gets done?
Скажите, почему очень важно, чтобы эта работа была сделана?
Ну, это прежде всего безопасность людей. Поэтому это и есть самое важное – обеспечить безопасность мирных людей.
Окей, спасибо.
Thank you.
Ну все, будьте здоровы.
Okay, so the thing is
Did you work in Greece since the war started?
What?
Yeah,
what?
there was shelling before.
Yuri,
but...
what did he say? They haven't found anything, hey?
No, there's nothing there.
Okay.
А почему важно находить эти штуки?
Let's go closer.
Чтоб потом не взорвалась, трубу все равно надо ремонтировать. А что ж, ее отремонтируешь, а потом она взорвется.
Are you not afraid?
Вы не боитесь?
А?
Вы не боитесь?
Ну, как, я же нормальный человек. А всякий нормальный человек всегда чего-то боится. Опасается.
Well, he's a gas worker, he's always afraid. He's working with gas all year. He says, I'm always afraid because I'm working with gas.
Good. Okay, that's all I need. That's
No,
fine.
but not with no connection to the shelling, Paula.
Okay.
Okay, let me see how I see that.
Well, in this case, it turned out to be a false alarm, but Donetsk is littered with unexploded mines, a reminder that the war is far from over. Paul Islier,
Nice.
RT.
Paul Islier from where? Let's go.
In this case, it turned out to be a false alarm, but Donetsk is littered with unexploded mines, a reminder that the war is far from over. Paul Islier, RT, Donetsk, Eastern Ukraine.
I like it. I like that you don't have face with the sun.
In this case, it turned out to be a false alarm, but Donetsk is littered with unexploded mines, a reminder that the war is far from over. It's fine. In this place, instead of in this place, let me say here.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, but I mean, it's fine. I'll just do one more just to change the first few words.
Let's go.
So let's do that beginning again. How should we do it?
The
so
beginning
then just
again?
start, well, let's do it without the car then.
The light is different, Paula, and everything.
No, not the beginning now.
Ah.
When I come up, it didn't feel right in Sasha's car that he's taken away.
So let's do it from that direction anyway.
Okay.
Ah, no. Now that we know that nothing gonna explode,
Well,
let's
we
do
don't.
it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we do.
climbing into the hole, if
No,
that's
no,
what
no,
you
no,
mean.
no. I want you to stand on that side, and I will just go from you to the hole.
Or why don't you start close and then pull out? That could work.
Pull out. Okay.
Because, you know, it'll be a surprise that I'm standing in so much
Yes,
sand.
so surprising.
I'm not feeling well, but I'm not going to go to sleep. Let's go back to the hotel. Let's cut the ASLAV. I'll sleep better when we've cut it together and I've seen it.
I'll go to my room, I'll clean it.
And then phone me.
And then, yeah, we will choose the right
Sound bites, and then you can cut
order.
it. Yeah. fine. I have an idea, but it's hard for me to write it for you
Yeah, you
because
have
I
to
don't
see it.
remember
Yeah,
things. I think it's the first time we've done a story in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, we had the story
But
organized
usually-
from the day back. Usually we haven't even left the hotel
Yeah.
now. We're still thinking what story we're going to
I
do.
think actually I will finish that, I will sleep, and then I will get my massage today.
All right, well, at least we did another good story. And thank you for today.
Paula, you don't have to. You'll thank me later.
It's not just the incoming rockets that people are so afraid of. Donetsk is littered with thousands of unexploded shells that are just as dangerous. A number of shells fired by the Ukrainian army have landed here in open fields in residential areas, and they haven't yet exploded. We're out today with the sappers to find them and destroy them.
So far, the work with the digger is safe. I can't say anything about the consequences because we don't know what kind of missile we're looking for. We can't see it. The only thing we can see is the entry point.
This is one of the most dangerous situations. An unexploded shell has hit a gas pipe. You can actually smell gas in the air. It's a time bomb waiting to happen.
About 10% of the missiles that we discover on the ground are unexploded.
We're leaving the first location because the team says it could take several hours still before the shell is found. We're driving to the outskirts of Donetsk, where there's been heavy shelling.
This whole village has been shelled by grads, and there is one that didn't explode. It didn't detonate.
We need to make sure that the missile exploded. We're always checking, taking out the shrapnel and little parts of the missile.
But Donetsk is littered with unexploded mines, a reminder that the war is far from over. Paula Slier, RT, Donetsk, Eastern Ukraine.
The plan is now to get going to Ilovaisk. We're going to meet the commander, Givy, there. And I'm hoping that we can go to the front line. I'm a bit concerned that the fighting is not right there right now. So maybe he can take us to somewhere where there is fighting. It's a bit unrealistic, but maybe not. So we'll see when we get there. What are the chances of being able to do that? Yuri, please be front, Givy.
Ah, yeah. Let's call Givy, let's call Givy. Let's call Givy, let's call Givy, Givy, Givy. Haha. Let's call Givy.
Just call him, for God's sake.
I'm trying. Paula,
Yeah?
take.
Why?
Why? Because it's yours.
No, it's the phone off.
Ah, he's not answering. Answering. Answering.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, hopefully Givy remembers we're still coming and doesn't look at us and say, "Who are you?" God, you would not believe that we were driving to the front line. We're at a checkpoint. Let's see if we recognize the same guys.
Yeah, they don't give a about us. Ты у нас там звезда в сюжете, кстати.
А я уже увидел, мне уже звонили.
А, ты видел?
Да,
Серьезно?
мне позвонили, сказали.
И как?
Здравствуй.
Hi.
Классно.
He saw him, they called him and told him that
Really?
he's on the...
And was he happy with it?
Тебе понравилось то, что там?
О,
Спасибо.
вам спасибо.
Yeah, but the guys recognized us. Leon, I mean, I recognize them, I know their names. Leon was like, someone phoned him to say he saw him on TV, and I said, was everything good? And he went, great, and he shook my hand. And they welcomed us into Ilovaisk. Some of the houses here, like this one over here, you don't know if it's been hit by shell or if that's what it was.
No, this is how it looks like.
Looks like a bit of a depressing town, now that we can see it in the day.
I don't feel good about this.
About what?
I don't know what we're going to get.
We never know. Look at
Thanks,
that.
Gibby.
Here is our media.
Hi. Hi, how are you? All right, and you?
Equipment, cigarettes. Yeah. He likes the camera, look at this guy. They have some pretty big camera there. I hope his back will kill him.
Did you see, Yuri, did he see himself on TV?
А?
Did he see himself
Ты
on
видел
TV?
себя по ТВ? Ребята нам сказали, что они видели сюжет. Ну, сейчас на...
Здорово. Короче, смотри, там 3 мышки. Мы там нашли это самого.
Can we go to the front
Okay.
line? Can we go somewhere where there's fighting?
Yeah.
Are you the famous Paul, I swear?
Oh,
You
she's
just spoke with
famous,
him.
really?
No, I follow you on Twitter. I'm
Oh,
Lindsay from
hi.
Channel 4 News.
Nice to meet
I'm
you.
always following you on Twitter because
Thank you.
you're always in interesting places.
Yeah, and a different perspective.
Yeah, no,
Working
it's
party.
great.
It's
Yeah.
great that you found Gibby. It took us about 2 weeks to find him.
Oh, really? He's
So well done for finding him on your
good
first day.
looking.
Ah, did you hear that?
No,
Did you hear
I didn't say it on camera.
No. I said it on camera by
But
mistake.
I'm not saying it on camera.
What? What is it?
I'm much too old to say it. No, I didn't say that.
They were teasing me the last time we interviewed Gibby. They were showing me pictures of what I look like. I was
Just
like,
two girls
I was like, of course
talking
I was, he's taller than me and I don't know what he's talking
can't
about.
help.
So I have plenty of time to think about how good looking he is.
They're standing in the middle of the military zone. What soldiers do you like the most? Oh, this one got a good arm. This one looks like he has a great package. You have light?
Yeah, I do.
Assistant?
Yeah.
Assistant?
Assistant.
Oh, you're a big crew.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming about assistant.
But I'm not the only person who thinks he's good looking, although at this stage, I mean, if you talk about a media whore, I can think of more than just a media
Think
whore.
about it. What happened now? We came here and he's giving interview to somebody else.
I do feel betrayed. Hurt. Hurt is the word.
I feel so too.
Ask if we can speak with Gibby.
Give you nutrition snack?
Не видел.
He's not even here.
Where? Is he in the bushes?
А Миху не видел?
He's
Yeah,
upstairs.
I'm gonna be
He's upstairs.
character
So
clown
can they
in
ask
this
him to?
story, yeah.
Can we go upstairs? I didn't really.
Наверное, что я ж не знаю.
I knew it. I had a bad feeling about this story on the way. In the car drive on the way over, when he wasn't answering the phone, when we arrived and we saw another filming crew. I mean, we're getting nothing. It's always like this. The days that we have everything planned, we land up with nothing. The days that we have nothing, we land up with a story.
Мы не хотим тебя долго задерживать, мы просто...
Ради бога, давайте.
Окей.
Полчасика покурите.
Да.
Ребята там нашли территорию.
Да. Listen, you know those action that they do like cleaning places? You know what cleaning means, right?
No, what they're going afterwards. Oh, and
No.
they check that there's no soldiers hiding.
Yeah. So they're going to a similar mission like in half an hour.
Great. Can we join them?
And we can go after them in the car.
Perfect. Yuri, let's go. Can't say I love driving with a machine gun pointing in my direction. Well, it's really in our direction, guys.
Nobody have this story, Paula. Not like this, believe me.
Burnt car, burnt bus.
Look at this.
I know. It's like they say, always be careful what you ask for because you might just get it. Okay, there's smoke coming from the right, eh?
Yeah.
What, that's common?
Everything is common here, Paula.
Great.
Oh, something's happening there.
Oh,
Paula.
really? I pointed that out 10
No, I
minutes ago.
filmed that already. That's not the problem. Oh.
Okay, what's happening, Yuri? Sasha, can I give you this? Where's our gun? Yuri, I do want to know what's going on though. Yuri, it's not going to work. I need to say something.
Okay.
Okay, come with me to this guy. And ask him to talk to us.
Sorry. Paula, let me show this. Really, just a second. Let me have this.
No, but I need to be in his life here.
We're walking through a field here. We're following the anti-government troops. Now, this part of the town is supposed to be clean of the Ukrainian army, but they're coming just to check that there's nothing, no soldiers hiding here, no mines on the ground. It's part of a cleaning operation. Yuri? Okay, there's firing right now. So we're lying in the field here, and the bullets are going over us. We're just going to keep down. So let's just stay down and... Oh, okay. So we'll just... There's explosions going right over us. We're just going to stay here. Okay, so we're right in the middle. Okay. Okay. It's difficult at the moment to tell what's going on because we're right in the middle of a firefight. Some of the soldiers are shouting, go there, go there. But for now, we're just going to stay here. We're going to stay on the ground. But right now, I'm a bit afraid, to be honest. And Yuri's like lying down and I'm too afraid to look up. I'm not sure I want to go any further. Yuri, it's not necessary. We can stay here.
Paula, don't tell me what's necessary.
Wow.
I have that.
Where is that coming from? There's our taxi driver sitting on the phone.
Laugh, I'm filming people firing and you're like laughing.
It's because I'm nervous. Look, on the one hand, I'm happy we're here, because if we get out of here alive, it's good footage. Us in the fields and the guns going overhead. On the other hand, it's not a game, and I wouldn't mind just doing this, getting what we need, and getting the hell out of here.
Все, чисто. На воронке.
The guys have been checking the area to push back the Ukrainian soldiers. Since August, these anti-government fighters have actually been winning back most of the cities here in eastern Ukraine. What do you find there?
Что там было? Там был украинской армии ВМДР, который подло зашел на нашу землю, куда мы их не приглашали и не звали. Мы мирно трудились. Слава нашей Родине Новороссии. Кто-то просто наговаривает. Я не знаю, для чего это делает.
Что вы говорите еще раз,
Здесь нет никаких россиян и не было.
We're getting our story. We're definitely getting our
Есть
story.
молодые, есть постарше.
Obviously, the Ukrainian soldiers are closer than they thought. We drove straight into an area where they are.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's get out of here. So we're on a mission to clean out the city. The guys are heavily armed. They're quite tense, and they keep telling us to be careful. So I do feel like a bit of a target as I have all these guns pointed at me from there and from behind me. Yuri, you look like an idiot with that GoPro on your head. I wish I could take a camera, but I'm trying too hard to hang on. I'm laughing a lot, which probably means that I'm relieved that we're still alive. Right now,
I do feel pretty good that we got a good story. This is what we wanted. We did want to get to the front line. I'm not sure I wanted to be lying on the grass with the firing over my head. My poor family's going to have a heart attack when they see those visuals because they phone me every day and I keep telling them that nothing's happening. Shucks.
You want to say something else? Like greetings to your mother?
Let's do it for fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Ma. I'm having fun. Really, no need to worry. I love you lots. No, now we're being silly.
She has an email?
Oh, yes.
She has,
I'm not sending it to her.
I'm sending it.
Yeah, but I'm not giving you an email address.
The roads were built in the 60s and never been fixed since then.
This is not the ideal way to travel.
It's slowing down, it's slowing down, it's slowing down.
Что там загорелось?
What is that?
It's an armed truck of the Ukrainians that they took.
So why did they
You
cover
like
it?
the hole?
Hey, Yuri.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
RT's Paula Sleer followed the fighters on one of their missions.
We're with the anti-government fighters in the outskirts of the town of Ilovaisk. We're traveling to where they think there might still be Ukrainian soldiers hiding, but they're coming just to check that there's nothing, no soldiers hiding here, no mines on the ground. Okay, there's firing right now. So we're lying in the field here, and the bullets are going over us. You can still hear it right next to us. We're just going to keep down. So let's just stay down and... Oh, you can hear some of the firing coming from behind us and some of it in front of us. Since August, these anti-government fighters have actually been winning back most of the cities here in eastern Ukraine. What do you find there?
Что там было?
Там был...
We saw an armoured vehicle belonging to the Ukrainian military entering our territory. We did not invite them here. We want to live freely on our own land.
Well, on our way back, the guys say it was a successful mission and it's just a matter of time before not only the entire town of Ilovaisk and its surrounding areas, but indeed the whole of eastern Ukraine is in their hands. Paula Sleer, RT, on the outskirts of Ilovaisk. Tell Sasha we're just going to go speak to Gibby and we'll come back.
Туда. Мы сейчас заканчиваем и едем в гостиницу.
Oh, here he is.
Да, поехали.
Okay.
Мы за вами или с вами, как вы хотите? У вас есть место? Если хотите, мы на машине поедем.
Положи. Что там? Сейчас, секунду. Поехали.
Oh, what is he asking?
Да, Volkswagen, садитесь.
Oh, we're going to Volkswagen.
Wait, what are we doing?
We're going to film.
Кость!
I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure if I like him or don't like him. Just ask him, can I just wait a few minutes? Okay, so we're going to go film another story. They're going to film some grads. Okay, so all in a day's work. Sasha, can you just wait a few minutes? We've got a few grads to fire and we'll be back. I'm taking off the press again because
Do it.
the guys say it's not clever, so...
No, it's not.
It's not a time to start arguing with the guys. Yui, can you just help me with the microphone?
Yeah. If not me, who can?
Okay.
Yeah, you feeling safe now?
Yeah.
Good.
I know it's a bit ridiculous to put on powder, but I'm putting on powder.
Put some powder. Put some powder on me too. I'm getting filming me too.
What do you do if you need the loo and you're going to shoot grads? Where do you go?
Follow, you're joking? I'm a man. I can be whatever I want.
Yuri, if we get a good story now, we've got enough good stories for a while.
Yeah.
But what are we going to say? Just
All
that
as
we're
lives.
shooting
All
grads.
as lives. What? We shoot? They're shooting Ukrainians. They do. This is a war, Paula. You know what people expect from a war? People shooting guns. Really. I don't know why you are trying to bring more than that. People shooting guns at war and people dying. That's it. This is. And if you can be in the middle of that, like more than that, nobody expects from you. Believe me.
The idea that they're letting us go to a secret location to film grads has my vote. The question is, how do we take it and make it into a story? Now, Yuri is convinced that this is an exclusive. It probably is.
Okay, now.
But just in terms of how I see it happening, it'll be one of those stories that we'll get there and we'll just have to do it on the fly. I don't know anything about grad missiles. Tell me about grads.
I don't have internet.
Okay, so we have no information except that we're going to a location where they fire grads from. All right, let's see what we get and we'll do the as live from there. One thing is that this car does stink of aftershave and deodorant.
Voila, it's better than it stinks from dead bodies, believe me.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's quite a strong odor. We went to thank Givy, then he said he liked me. Can I repeat that? He said he liked me. And because of that, we can go watch some filming of grads. I promise you, no man's ever used that line on me before. So we're off to go and film some grads.
Oh, the grad almost fell aside.
That would not be funny. Okay, so we're now following. I've never actually seen grads. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling safe behind this car. We're not even there yet. Whew. So why are they firing it now? Like why?
Ребята, а чего вы сейчас едете на стрелять, вы знаете? Intelligence know where there like a big when there are a big Ukrainian army
concentration of Ukrainian army.
Exactly. So they're giving them the information, and the first thing they do is go and shoot to that place. And the whole thing is gonna happen very, very quickly. After they shoot, they're running away straight away because they can get missiles back in the same direction.
Okay, that's good to know. So the second it goes, we have to fly out of there. Okay, so I'm just going to say we're at a secret. Okay, let me prepare what I'm going to say. We're at a secret location. We're at a secret location. We're at a secret location.
Can you repeat that?
We're at a secret location.
Yeah.
Let me start talking the minute they fire it and keep it on me. And I'll keep talking. We'll run
here
back
we
until
go.
I can't get in the car. Are you with me?
Yeah. Just a second.
Okay.
Здесь будем парковаться?
Do you want to follow us? Alright, so I'm just going to film and I'll start talking. Alright, so I'm just getting ready for the ads live to see when we can do it. I just have no idea. I have no idea when they're going to fire from now. So I'm just trying to get a sense of what's actually going on. Will you know when they're about to start firing? I don't know.
This is the Grad missile launcher. Okay, can you say something about that? Let's do it like two things. Or no?
Okay, all right. We're at a secret location from where the anti-government forces are preparing this Grad missile launcher. Now they're acting on it. Okay. Yuri?
Go.
We're at a secret location from where the anti-government fighters are preparing this Grad missile launcher. They're acting on intelligence that there's a buildup of Ukrainian army troops, armored personnel vehicles, and tanks not far from here. They're going to fire, and then we need to get out of here as soon as possible because there's the fear that there'll be missiles coming in.
Oh, those are the Grad's missiles, blah, blah, blah. Oh, ready to do something?
Okay, yeah, start from there.
And go.
These are the Grad missiles here that will be fired in a couple of moments. Let's do it again.
Okay, let's go.
These are the Grad missiles that will be fired off in a couple of moments. As soon as they go, we need to get the hell out of here because there's the fear that incoming missiles will identify where we are. Now, we're doing this very, very quick because we don't want to reveal the location. The guys are asking us to film and then we're getting the hell out of here.
Go. Really go. I have nothing.
It's nice to have the stories and there is a bit of an adrenaline rush, but war is still war, and you know, like you don't know where those missiles landed, and even if they hit the Ukrainian army, people died and people die in this. So on the one level it's fun and you know, you get the stories and people are firing. But on the other hand, I mean, have we not evolved enough as a civilization not to have to fire and shoot each other?